And we are back. Thank you, Brenda Braxton.
And BB Newirth.
Oh, I thought you were going to say and Lady Braxton, her alter ego. Oh. That's what I thought you were going to say, Seth.
And her long hair. Thank you, everybody. And Melissa for sounding amazing. I love the new verse that was added somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to tell people that we're... Who the hell is that?
Shona's still on speaker.
Shona, cut. Okay, people are just starting to
Yes,
appear.
people are just starting to come in. If you're just joining us, this is Stars in the House, where you normally see us live at 8 p.m. Eastern. But because this is a very special day in American history, we are here all day from 9 a.m. What do you need, Seth?
Schedule.
9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. And this is a fundraiser for the Actors Fund, and we want to show some pictures because you can send in your pictures to vote at starsinthehouse.com, and we will hopefully be able to.
What's that picture? That poster? I want to actually, Jonah. Hold on.
Oh, you know what? That is true. We should show that poster, Seth. Hold on. So Jonah Burden, our tech man, created this amazing poster, Vote-A-Thon, with all of the stars from today, and. I should really have been looking up there when you did the photo.
That's fine.
Anyway, if you donate $100 or more, we will send you a poster after the election. Okay, we want to show before it's already been like jam-packed. We have even more people coming on in this hour. I feel like in this hour we have Patty Murin and Colin Donnell, Tom Cavanagh from The Flash, Dana Delany, Mary Lou Henner, Laurie Metcalf, Colleen Ballinger,
Miranda Sings,
also known as Miranda Sings. So in the meantime, before all these people come on, I feel like where were we, Seth? Hold on. I think this is we saw her before. This from hold on, we got them out of order. Sorry, everyone. Just figuring this out. Nicole, Nora, Patrick from Chicago. Randy,
two Randys. Oh, Randy's.
Yeah. Oh, Randy. Randy's. Yes. Reverend Gretchen from Indiana. I love these pictures. Robert from DC. Robin from New York City.
Voted early.
Yes. Sally and Robert from Bloomington, Illinois.
That's where Bloomington. Oh, that's Indiana. There's another.
That's
Bloomington?
what I was thinking too. Right? In Illinois. Yep, Illinois.
What about also where you can vote on the same day? Where's that the banner that I made? Register on the same day.
Yeah, Samantha
from Hoboken. Wait,
Hoboken.
She's old enough to vote?
I have a feeling it's probably her first presidential one.
Wait, that can't.
Yes. And let's see. Sarah, Susan.
Double whammy.
That's right. Tony and Brian.
And Roxy the doggy.
That's right. Roxy from West Hollywood. And let's stop there because I see we have some more people here.
We have our roving correspondent.
Yes, we have not seen him since this morning with Alice Ripley. Eric.
Hello.
Hi.
I am now all the way up in the Heights.
Excellent.
I am here with Tina, Stephen Booth, and Comfortable Waste Adam Halpin.
Hey, guys.
Adam, hi.
And a loud motorcycle.
Hey, I want to tell people what's going on. Ruthie Fireberg, who's my editor at Playbill, who does so much for Playbill now, she came up with this idea, singing on cue meaning a line, so the people that are lined up to vote, they could be entertained by B-Way stars or horns. So we have two people. So are people lined up outside? What do you see?
They're this one's actually pretty good. They're pretty swift here, but it's definitely, as you can hear, lots of horns, lots of motorcycles.
There was a lot of early voting happening in this hood, which is good.
That is great.
Are you going to give some of our viewers a live performance?
Yeah, they got two songs here, and we're going to give you a little energy, a little take it back to the old days.
All right.
Wait, the old days for you
are yesterday for us.
Yeah, like are
5 years
so
ago.
rude.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Well, she get a baby now. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby now. Come on and work it on out. it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on and work it on now. You know you twist a little girl. Twist a little girl. You know you twist so fine. Twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer now. Let me know that you're mine. Let's go, Fort Wash.
We got clapping babies.
Let's break down the 7 chord. Woo! Oh, shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. You better work it on out. You know you're just a little girl. Twist a little girl. You know you twist so fine. Twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer now. Twist a little closer. Let me know that you're mine. Know that you're mine. We'll shake it, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. We'll shake it, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. We'll shake it, baby, now. Shake it up, baby.
All right.
Woo!
All right.
That was so great, guys.
We got coffee here.
We got coffee.
Love
we got
it.
clapping.
Yeah.
We have one more now from Steven.
All right.
All right.
Go for it.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me.
I love you guys. Eric, thank you for doing that.
You're so
Steven,
welcome.
Steven, it's great to see you. Adam, it's great to see you.
You too, man.
Keep those voices warm and keep those riffs fluid.
You know, always.
Still got it. Peace out. Bye, guys.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
So lovely. Reagan, I see you. I'm going to bring you on. Hi, Reagan.
Hi.
Hold on. I need to get rid of this crazy Stephen Booth sign. Of course, I have no memory why I'm bringing you on. Are you a poll worker or did you vote? What's your deal?
Yeah, I'm a poll worker in Illinois.
Whoa. Okay. First of all, how old are you?
16.
That's amazing. Letting you work polls when you're 16. Incredible. Oh my gosh. How did you get involved? Through pollhero.org?
I initially saw Julie Radetsky, your daughter's, post on TikTok.
Wait a
And I was
minute.
like, yeah, and I was like, that sounds cool. I should do it. And so I signed up.
Julie's Julie, come in for a second. You don't understand how I'm always screaming at her to not do TikTok and how stupid it is and how furious I get. Julie, this young 16-year-old saw your Poll Hero TikTok and that's why she's doing it right now. Here's Julie.
Oh my gosh, that's great news.
She's like, I saw it on Julie Radetsky's TikTok. I'm like,
Well, that's amazing.
get in the camera.
Oh.
So Reagan, you're 16 years old. What was it like? Was it everything Julie promised it would be?
I mean, she didn't really promise anything, but it's been fun. I mean, it's a lot of just sitting around filling out stuff, initialing papers, but I mean, I've had fun.
And how amazing is it to be? Are you off school today or did you skip school to do poll work?
Illinois schools, public schools are off, but I go to a private school, so I'm not off, but I don't have much to make up because we had mass today anyway, so.
Wait, if your teachers see you, are you supposed to be sick today? Am I ruining the surprise by you being here?
No, I told them.
Just want to make sure. All right, Reagan, thank you so much for poll working. Thank you for being 16 years old. And thank you, Julie, for not deleting your TikTok, which I begged you to do. Drives me crazy. Bye, Reagan. Thank you for poll
Bye.
working.
Thanks for having me.
Adorable. Well, Julie, I guess it paid off.
Well, I'm going to go finish my essay, so have fun.
Julie's in college. All right, bye. All right, let me please bring on a lovely, by the way, thank you. I agree. Thank you, Reagan. I'm bringing on a lovely couple who, wait a minute, I'm going to change your name sign because you're missing. I'll bring you guys on, but look, this stuff feels so bad for Colin. Colin, it's because you're not on TV this week. Patti just gets rid of you.
It's my turn, Seth.
I know. Now, what is that prop? Is that the prop baby from Ragtime? What is that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the one that, it's one
We
that Jen
borrowed it
Cody,
from Audra.
Wait a minute. I cannot believe how little your baby is.
I know. She's a little beanhead. She's a
Oh
little.
my God, there you are. Wow, you guys are great.
And then, thanks.
How many takes was that? Oh, look at that little angel.
We brought everybody here today.
Patti, when you look at your baby, are you like, I cannot believe I gave birth to that?
Yes. Yeah. It's bizarre. It's so bizarre. And then I look at Julie and I'm like, I can't believe she's going to be that age one day. Like, that's the most insane part.
It's crazy to look back when you have an older child and go, it's crazy every single year.
Oh.
Okay, so I want to just tell everybody, I'm really glad you guys are here because, as usual, there's still, quote unquote, controversy about wearing a mask, which is hilarious because it's like saying the sky's not blue. There's controversy whether the sky is blue. It's like, no, there's not. You're just lying. The point is everybody has to wear a mask in order to protect yourself from getting sick and others from getting sick. And what I want everyone to know is, Patti, you were giving birth, which is very painful, and you scream a lot. Surely you were not wearing a mask, right?
I was wearing a mask. Yes. That one picture that we shared without wearing a mask was because they were like, take off your mask for 10 seconds so we can get the picture. And you don't have to remember the fact that we were wearing masks for her entire life.
So when Patti was giving birth, she was wearing a mask. So when you go to Kmart and to Fairway, you can put on an effing mask. You can even give birth in the aisle of Fairway and still be wearing that damn mask.
And I have multiple friends who also have given birth wearing masks, and lots of their labors were much harder than mine. So, yeah, I know. She's saying wear a mask. That's what she's saying.
Thank you. Now, Colin, I know that Patti took you off because I guess you're not filming a TV show this week, right? What is happening with it? Is the affair happening again? Is there another perspective now I have to know about with the affair? There's always a different perspective. What's happening?
I have no idea, Seth. I think it's done, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah.
I think the show's over. Yeah.
That's my comedy.
We're down to the Queen's Gambit now. So
You run it all. Now, you two clowns are going to be performing with me very soon.
Yes, we are. We're very excited and scared, just like Jesse Spano.
Yes, you sent an amazing song list. Patti and Colin are performing together in the Seth concert series. And I actually have a really cute clip of you guys. You were on, it seemed so late in the pandemic, but now looking back, you were on so early, right? It was like, the
First week or two, right?
It was like March, April. Yeah.
It was really early. So let's watch a clip of you guys when you were together back in the day. Here we are.
Here we go. Okay, this is like super crazy what's going on, right?
Super crazy.
I mean, all this month has been a series of doors in my face. No more concerts, Broadway sporting events.
I was thinking the same thing, because, I've been searching all this time to find my own space. Somewhere far away from people for my immune defense.
But with
you, I'll see your face.
I'll see your face.
On FaceTime, Zoom, or from 6 feet or more. Because love's not an open door. Love's not an open door. In quarantine, love's not an open door.
With you.
Or you.
Or you.
Or you. Love's not an open door.
Seriously, stay inside. Go out to exercise.
Please.
Don't
stay inside. Or alone. Here's the new rules.
What?
Don't finish each other's
sandwiches.
So many germs are lurking there.
Wipe your cart down after grocery shopping, please. Jinx.
Stay away. Our mental synchronization, great for social isolation.
You
and I
will not get
COVID.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye to your loved ones for now. Not forever. Soon we'll all be healthier than before. Because love's not an open door. Love's not an open door. COVID-19. Love's not an open door.
With you.
Or you.
Or you.
Or you. Love's not an open door. Can I say something crazy? Will you wash your hands with me?
Can I say something crazier? As many times as you want.
Hi.
You guys are so
The
adorable.
whole family's there.
I love the menagerie.
It's a circus. So good.
Yes.
That seems so long ago.
Are you guys in Canada? Why do I think you're in Canada?
It's the flannel.
I wish we were in Canada.
You're just upstate. All right. The prop baby looks so real. So good.
Surprise too.
Animatronic. Hey, before I let you go, I can't remember. I know that we're doing a concert together, but do you remember what the date is? When are you guys?
November 29th.
That's really soon.
Oh, the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Better start warming up.
Yeah, after Thanksgiving, I better be start wearing my stretch pants. All right. I don't know why my eshes. We've been doing this show since 9 a.m.
That's right, 9 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. That's a long time.
All right. Thank you, Patti Murin. And
Colin.
thank you,
That guy. I don't know.
You guys,
You just showed up here.
what a great, wonderful energy to add.
Seth, let's go back to
voting photos.
Those voting photos.
So if you have some photos of yourself, before we forget, post
go
that
ahead,
thing,
Seth.
guys. There's certain states.
Go ahead.
If you know anyone in these damn states, you can actually register.
There you go.
And vote today. Alaska and Rhode Island, you can only vote for the president and vice president, but it's good enough. You can register and vote the same day, which, by the way, it should be across the country. California, Colorado, Connecticut, DC, Iowa, Illinois, Hawaii, Idaho, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Hampshire, Utah, Vermont, Washington State, Wisconsin, Wyoming. You can register today and vote. So if you know anyone that's being weird, tell them to go. What do you want to say?
Absolutely. No, I'm right with you. Before we bring on Dana Delany, let's show a few more of those voting pictures. It's every single one of them just fills me with hope and joy. Where were we? Saw Samantha. We had, here we go. Oh, here we go. Trisha. Where's Trisha? She lives in LA. Carnegie Mellon alum. Vincent from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house.
I love it. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? We didn't show Beth Malone's picture earlier. Oh.
And we have and look, someone who's commenting that's going to be here later from Texas, our friend BB.
Oh, yes.
She just commented. Betty Buckley.
Hi, Betty.
Hi, Betty. Betty just commented. She's watching right now. She's going to be a guest later.
Yes. All right. Well, let's bring on our pal, Miss Dana Delany. Hi, Dana.
Hey.
I was telling James.
Hey. What's that?
I know today's today.
I was telling James, I said, we've only met you remotely, but I feel like we're good pals and we've never even met in person, but I feel like I see you all the time.
I know. I can't wait to go to a bar with you guys.
That's so cute.
This will be over at some point.
Yes. This madness.
Dana, before we get started and chatting more, I sent you some donations because, of course, this is continues to be a fundraiser for the Actors Fund. And would you read them?
Yes, I'd be happy to. I'm so impressed. Nancy from Bloomfield, New Jersey, $154. Hi, Seth and James. Happy Election Day. Thanks for keeping me smiling and anxiety-free today. You are providing a wonderful outlet for us today and through the challenging days ahead. Many thanks. Longtime fan. Longtime fan. Stephanie from Baltimore, Maryland, $103 in honor of Seth and James for all they're doing. Love to both. It's just a love fest for you guys today. Michelle from Springfield, New Jersey, $26. I miss live theater so much. Thank you for making this crazy time a little easier. Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
Valerie from Kansas City, $52. Thank you for all you are doing. I am watching the stream while text banking in Kansas to get out the vote. Love to you all from a fellow Actors Equity member. Yes. And Julie, Portland, Oregon, $100. Thank you to James and Seth for all you have done since March in support of the Actors Fund. You have brought joy and light to a time that has been challenging at best. And today's show is getting me through the day. Thank you. And then finally, Amy from Minnesota, $155. Thank you for the amazing gift of Stars in the House. It has made the lack of live performance tolerable. I have saved up and will book a trip to New York City as soon as possible.
Oh,
I love that. And Dana, you have your own fan website, Dana Delany fan website, and they comment, "It is my birthday today, and I'm celebrating it by watching you and donating to the Actors Fund. Thank you guys for your incredible work, especially thanks for having Dana Delany."
Okay, that is Julia. And do you know where Julia lives?
Wisteria Lane?
Moscow, Russia.
Wow.
You have fans all over the world.
That's
whoa.
That's
She's
cool.
actually hacking our election right now, but that's okay.
Save that comment for something else. Very funny.
She's going through you.
So Dana, we talked a while back about your voting plan. I know you voted because you sent your picture.
Mm-hmm.
Was it absentee all across California? What is it in California?
Yes, they automatically sent us absentee ballots. That was the plan over a month ago. It's fantastic in California. I am really happy to be in this state right now because it was so easy. It took 2 minutes to do it. So easy. It should be that way everywhere. When I see my friends in New York lining up in the rain, I mean, God love you, but it shouldn't have to be that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Someone just wrote, "Her house is stunning." What is the deal? Is it an old factory? Like, I love the way it's laid out.
No, it's actually in Santa Monica, but I think, it's the New Yorker in me. It looks like a loft in Soho, basically.
It does.
Yeah.
Someone just wrote, "Dana Delany, my favorite Lois Lane."
Oh, yes. For a long time, I was the voice of the animated Lois Lane on Superman animated show. Yeah. And sometimes Justice League. But, it's so much fun. It's one of my favorite gigs I ever had.
Wow.
Why was it so fun?
Well, I grew up reading Superman comics. That was my comic. And Lois Lane was a feminist icon. I mean, in the 70s, she had her own comic. She was huge. I mean, she still is. Great.
Wow.
I love it. Well, speaking of your favorites, of course, our favorite is Desperate Housewives. And I found some interesting clips. This is when you bizarrely thought that Mike was in love with you. I mean, he was going to marry you, but we all knew it was fake. And then he broke up with you, but you still kept thinking you were going to get married. And you're in the hospital and you're like, oh, let me break out because he's in love with me. Let's watch your dramatic breakdown. And for some reason, the nurse has a bizarre, like a Scottish accent, and she's trying to help you. I don't know why she has the accent. I think it's like an under 5 that's like, I'm going to make my role special. Here, let's check it out.
To get to Mike. He's expecting me. I don't think so. Please, I have to go. Oh, please. Everything's going to be wonderful. I have to get to Mike.
You need some help here, Mrs. Mayfair. Please, Mrs. Mayfair, we're trying to help you.
We're trying to help you.
It's so funny. That's my John Crawford moment.
But then what I love is
I just watched Possessed last night on Criterion, and John Crawford had that exact same moment.
That's so fun. So when you got the script, where you're like, oh, I finally get to have that big breakdown that like all those old movie stars got to have.
Yes.
Then what happens is you finally realize Mike is not interested, and you become interested in your roommate, who comes to breakfast in a very sexy outfit. And Dana, you played this very real.
You hungry?
I am now. What's that amazing smell?
Cinnamon brioche French toast.
Seriously? You heated the syrup? Oh, you're unbelievable.
You should eat it while it's still hot.
I had a dream like that last night. Weird.
Details, Dana, details.
Julie Benz. How great is Julie Benz? She was so wonderful to act with.
The two of you were so great together. I love that they added that love story. It's so wonderful.
You know what's really weird, though, is when you work with a woman and you do like sex scenes with her, her body was covered with like this body makeup, sparkly, smelly stuff. I'm like, I'm not used to getting somebody else's smelly, sparkly body makeup all over me.
Oh, right. You're used to having it on yourself and giving it to the guy.
Yeah. It was a whole new thing. It was very slippery.
Yeah, I'm more of a character actor. Never had any big love scenes. Dana Delany, we love having you here as usual. Thank you for always supporting us. Oh, and by the way, Dana did my podcast, Seth Rudetsky's Back to School. And one of the things I'm just fascinated with before we go, it's all about high school, but I love that when you were in high school, your acting idol was Gloria Graham. Talk about why she was your idol. It's so interesting to me.
Oh, just as a kid, I first saw her in Oklahoma like everybody else. And then Ado Annie. And then I started seeing everything else she did. And I'm actually writing an article about her right now for this Noir magazine, because I feel like she was a real human being, and you could see it on screen. She wasn't perfect. She had just a lot of stuff going on. And that was sort of like what I wanted to do in my acting, is not be, I always thought Katharine Hepburn was too perfect, and Gloria Graham was a real person. And I just admired her for that.
Oh, I'm such a fan of hers, because James, is your favorite movie?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, she is. Yes, Violet Bix. Yes.
Yeah.
So good in that. All right, Miss Dana, I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow since we see you all the time now. Thank you for coming.
Okay, good luck.
Happy Election Day.
Yes, happy Election Day. Thumbs up.
Bye.
What a fun day. All right, so speaking of my high school podcast, I just
just realized that. It's like, wow, back to back. So
the other day with this beautiful TV star. Please welcome the lovely Mary Lou Henner.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Mary Lou.
Hi, Mary Lou.
Greetings once again from Vancouver. I'm so thrilled to always see you both, because I think you're just unbelievable, and you've done so much for the Broadway community, for the political community. You're always doing something for everybody, and I just adore both of you.
Hey, we love you. And what we first want to talk about, we talked about this before, but Mary Lou has this special memory that only less than 100 people in the world have, which she can remember every single day of her life. Yeah. Literally. So my question is, do you remember when you first voted? What day was it?
You mean in a political in
a presidential election?
Yeah.
Let's say presidential election.
Yes, it was 1972, and it was November the what was it? November the 7th. Tuesday, November 7th, 1972. And I voted for somebody who didn't make it.
You were young, dear.
No, yeah, Nixon got picked. But anyway, whatever. Which is so funny because I know Dana from the old country. I know her from when she used to work on Columbus Avenue at the restaurant. When she dated Treat Williams, she was with him for years. And he's a really good friend of mine. Still to this day, we see each other all the time. He came to my show on March 4th. This year at 54 Below, and he and I are always running into each other at Hallmark things. And we did our first Broadway show with the Andrews Sisters over here, and we played opposite each other, and we kissed through the entire show. We knew each other's faces so well. But he and Dana had quite the love affair, and so I know. And the last time I saw Dana, although I got sick, I had food poisoning. I got food poisoning in the middle of a production that she was doing, and that was on September the 21st of 2 years ago. Yeah, 2018. So
wait, what restaurant? I used to always go to Columbus Avenue when I was younger. What restaurant was Dana at?
It was the one, I'm trying to think of where it was, like up there, like in the 80s, 70s. Oh, it was like a famous one.
Miss Grimble?
No. It was, the name escapes me right now. Was it? Like it was called Columbus. No, it wasn't called Columbus. It was like very famous actor hangout. Everybody. Bruce Willis was the bartender. This was like the happening place. It changed names so many times, but I'm trying to think of when she was there, what the name of it was. She would remember. Yeah.
Well, speaking of remember, I had Mary Lou do this for me. Where were you the day that James was born, which was July 6, 1969? What were you doing?
Okay, first of all, that was a Sunday.
Yes, it was.
You were born on a Sunday. And I was doing a show. I was in high school at the time, and I was doing a show between shows. I was working with the Rogers Park. Well, I was actually choreographing at Center Stage and working at Sea Theater. I was doing Finian's Rainbow. And 2 weeks later was the moonwalk, which we talked about on the high school podcast.
Wow. By the way, someone is shocked you cannot remember the name of the restaurant. How is Mary Lou?
I'm sure. It's like, don't tell 60 Minutes. No, but it was like so many. Oh my gosh, what was the name of it?
Text Dana and ask her.
Yeah, text Dana.
I'll text Dana. Okay.
Yeah, find out. It's like it flew out of my head. I mean, I always self-correct, dates and stuff like that. I had such a great show.
Mary Lou, she already texted me. She said, I didn't even have to ask her. Cafe Central.
Yeah, Cafe Central. Oh, that's so funny because I kept getting Bar Central. Yeah, see, that's how the brain works. Yeah, Cafe Central.
Oh, so she did remember. By the way, someone said Chelsea Central. Very close.
Very close.
Mary Lou, we love you. You're going to be on my podcast very soon. Have a great time in Vancouver filming all of your movies. You have like 3 movies, right?
I did. I've already done. I'm about to start my 4th, and I'm doing 3 more. January, February, and March. I've already been slated to do those. So I'm just a Vancouver girl right now.
Mary Lou, how did you vote absentee? How did you do your voting this year?
I voted absentee like a couple weeks ago, right before I left. Yeah, it was important to do that. Very important. And because I grew up like a real voter. I remember I told you, Seth, that my family had a dancing school in our backyard.
And a beauty salon.
And a beauty salon in our kitchen. We had 200 students between the ages of 2 and 80, including the nuns who came over for stretch classes in our garage dancing school. It was like a fake 2.5-car garage with a fake everything, but mirrors on all the walls and bars and everything else. But my mother opened it up as a polling place. We were the polling place in the neighborhood during, the 60s, and everybody came over and voted at our house. And even for a short time, my mom was the precinct captain because she was like a jack of all trades. So we were, we were like the Boulevard kids who like were very entrepreneurial, and yeah, so we had the polling, the old fashioned, machines, and you filled it in and stuff. But I took my kids from the time, every time I voted, I always took my babies, my 2 little boys who are now 24 and 26. I brought them with me, and I put them, and I showed them how to fill out the ballot, and I put them right next and say, okay, this is how you do this. And they let me do, punch the little holes and stuff like that. So they are real. I mean, right now my son is canvassing for, Mark Kelly's a good friend of ours. So he's in Arizona right now. We've known Mark for a long time. So
you got a civic family.
Very good.
Mary Lou, great seeing you as usual. We see you post-election. Bye, lady.
You got it.
Bye, Mary
Always
Lou.
beautiful.
Bye.
Now we're gonna go back. I mean,
Actually, going back to Vancouver.
Because
I don't know where Tom is in relation to Mary Lou, but they're both filming in Vancouver. We have one of the stars of The Flash,
Mr. Tom Cavanagh.
Mary Lou, can you just get the door on your way out? Don't leave it open. Henner. It's not. Leave it.
He's right there. She'll handle it.
Look at that handsome face.
Mary Lou.
I know. Oh, Tom, stop telling them.
And
I'm not
your wife is watching.
That's right. She has a contract where she's not supposed to interact with other actors in Vancouver. That's right. I forgot.
Tom Cavanagh, why are you not in front of a green screen filming a Flash right now? Aren't you in the middle of The Flash?
I was about 30 minutes ago in front of a green screen wearing my yellow reverse Flash suit, doing stunts and filming The Flash, but I had to tell the entire 185-person crew in the middle of a pandemic, guys, ladies, I am so sorry we're all involved right now, but I have to go because I told James and Seth I was doing their show, and everybody was like, yeah, no, go. Yeah, absolutely. Right now. Whatever they need. If it's for the vote, it's for James and Seth, stars in it. Please go. So they carried me on their shoulders right to where I am right now. They're just all right off camera.
That is a very good yes and.
It sure is. Tom,
how's this interview going so far for you guys?
I think it's great.
Also, smaller question. Why are you guys so great?
Tom, we're fans of yours, and we love that this photo you took.
We were trying to figure out, this is the most stunning picture. The lighting is amazing.
Yeah.
Who are those houses in the back of you? They're beautiful.
That's photoshopped in.
Cool.
No. So Maureen Cavanagh. She's the biggest fan of Seth Rudetsky that I know, and she is also an ace photographer. She works for the New York Times. She's as good as they get when it comes to lighting and shots. And so she basically was just like, get on your bike, keep your mouth shut, bike around as you're going to FedEx, and I'll handle the rest. And clearly she did.
But wait a minute, Tom. So were you in Vancouver and you were taking your ballot to the FedEx to make sure it got to California, or what were you doing?
Yeah, I heard that Lady Gaga ran into all sorts of trouble with the FedEx thing. So I live in New York because of my Broadway roots. And so I was FedExing it to my friend Mark Eberly, who's also a lawyer, who was like, I am going to walk this over to the Galdang ballot box in the city and make sure, and we took pictures all the way to make sure the vote landed in New York, and all good. So that was the first step. That was like I wasn't even going to I'd heard all these crazy things, about like voter repression and this ballot doesn't work and that thing doesn't work. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to send it to a friend I can trust and make sure it gets put right into the right place. So
Tom Cavanagh, you win the award for today for the most expansive, dedicated voting story. I love it.
Oh, is that right? That one wins the award?
Come on.
I feel like that's a very low bar to clear, but I appreciate that.
Let me ask you something. The beautiful houses that's in back of you, is that Vancouver?
That's Vancouver, yeah. That's a little cul-de-sac street in Vancouver, and I was biking through right near the ocean on the way to the FedEx spot, and snap.
There it is.
It also, by the way, it looks like literally seconds before you smash into a stop sign. Right? It's just like the happiest face, and then like an arm is broken.
You're so prescient. You're so prescient. You're so good, Mr. Rudetsky. Exactly
Thank
right.
you.
I didn't feel like that would make a good voting picture. Just some guy lying over cobblestones, knocked over, bleeding, like vote.
You wanted the
it's one
pre-accident
figure telling somebody to vote while covered in blood.
Hold on. Someone just said, if you've never seen Tom on Royal Pains, I definitely recommend it. He was excellent. And along those same lines, I met Mary Lou in the bathroom at the Music Box Theater.
I met Mary. Listen, I can tell you where I met Mary. I met Mary Lou in a green room while doing a two-hander with Judd Hirsch, a play called Freud's Last Session, where I played Lewis Carroll and he played Freud. And Mary Lou, of course, from the Taxi Days, came by to see her pal. And I just kind of stood there and listened to them go back and forth and thinking like, I wish I could film this, but that would be rude.
And it was also before iPhones. Thank you, Tom Cavanagh, for being here. Say hi to my biggest fan, Mrs. Cavanagh.
Of course. Will do. What a pleasure, gentlemen. All the best.
Great seeing you. Bye,
Bye,
Tom.
Happy election day.
guys.
Election day. What a cool dude. Okay.
Well, let's show a few more pictures because again, vote at starsinthehouse.com. We've got people have sent in pictures. Hold on, let's see. I don't know if any more have been added. Have they? Look at this. I love this. The cats voted.
You know what? We'll take it.
Yes, and Sophia,
a PhD student and a nasty woman.
I love it. And let's bring on our next guest, Seth.
Yes, she did our big concert for America last September. Then she did which was a fundraiser for the National Immigration Law Center.
Yes.
Then she did a fundraiser for the only organization in New York that helps older foster youth find homes. It's called You Gotta Believe, and that was kind of the big blowout that we did right before.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Laurie.
No, we got to tell her that.
Yeah.
So please welcome. She's also a mega TV star and a mega Broadway star, the brilliant Laurie Metcalf.
Hey guys.
Hi, Laurie.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Well, first of all, we have to
that the foster kid event. It seems ages ago, and things seem so. It seems like so odd that we were able just to mingle.
I know.
It was February. And, we want to tell you about that because normally that event is every June. We always do a fundraiser for You Gotta Believe in June. And when we met you at Concert for America, you were so great. And we're like, would you ever consider doing this foster care event? And you were like, yeah, you're like, I could do it either before Who's Your Favorite Virginia Woolf?
Before rehearsals really get going at the very beginning, or when, Laurie, after the Tonys.
After the Tony Awards. And we're like, oh, well, it could be June. And finally, James was like, you know what? Let's just do it before rehearsals got going. So we had it in February for the first time. And
it raised so much money.
It wouldn't have happened otherwise, right?
Yeah.
It literally is because of you. We
found it. Yeah.
And they basically said that benefits saved the organization. If we had not done that in February, they would have gone under. So it's really because of your amazing career that we had it in February.
My scheduling conflict. Yeah.
It paid off.
Yeah, the scheduling conflict paid off, Laurie.
Yeah. And then the big conflict happened when Broadway shut down.
How did that feel to be in the middle of rehearsals for this epic play?
We had gotten to previews. So we had done 9 previews before it got shut down. And I had tickets to go see a million different shows, that were right on the cusp of opening.
Oh, man.
Seems 100 years ago.
Yeah. And how has it been on the Connors? Because I read, I know that you've had 2 episodes air, I think, which, by the way, I love how the pandemic is incorporated. I mean, it's in style of Roseanne and now the Connors that, of course, it would be and how it affects everyone. But how has it been with filming? Because I read an article and there haven't been any positive cases. Everyone's been really safe.
Yeah, we've all had to lean on each other. And, it's hard to trust, up to like 70 people on a set on any given day. But, we don't do it with an audience anymore, which is we miss that, that boost that you get, the rush that you get from doing it live in front of an audience. But so far, so good. We've done 8. Wow. And yeah. So I think we were the first show that came back onto the lot. There might have been a soap opera up and running or a game show maybe, but now the lot is very busy. So they're doing the best that they can. There's a lot of testing and temperature taking and masking, of course, and distancing and everything that we can do. And we only drop our mask, when we actually shoot, which is very brief. They go back on again. And sometimes if you have a guest actor, the first time you actually see their face is when that comes down. And it's a bit of a shock at first, like, that's what you look like? Because I pictured something different, but that's been wild.
So Laurie, when you do, because you would normally do table reads, right? When you first get the script, how do you do it now with masks?
Table reads are virtual.
Virtual.
Yeah, that's easy enough. I mean, it's not as great for the writers, of course, but it works.
You're working, and everyone's working who's associated with the show. That's amazing, since Broadway is going to be shut down for quite a while.
I know. I can't wait to get back, though.
I bet.
It must be kind of good you're not doing a glamorous show with a lot of makeup, because then the inside of the mask would just be full lipstick and.
Well, it's when I knew we were coming back, I had let my roots grow out anyway. But I thought, well, this is perfect for the Connors. What other show would appreciate this?
It totally works. When I saw the first episode back, Laurie, I'm like, of course, that's how you would be.
Of course, John Goodman's hair just keeps getting longer and longer. Yeah. It made sense that they were sort of quarantining together anyway, because, nobody in the Connors family knows anybody else, it appears, except for the family. So we're just always in the house together anyway. Guys, I got a puppy.
Hold on.
Your dogs. Oh, look. You want to meet Connie?
Of course we do. Connie Connors.
Well, I didn't really even connect that, but this is Connie. She's a rescue from a great place called Paul Works in LA.
Put that up, Seth.
Hold on, the cuteness. I want to put that up right now.
Put it up.
And she just got groomed, so she has a pink bandana on. But I knew you guys were dog lovers, so I thought you might want to see her.
Are you kidding me? We have one up here, 3 more downstairs.
Laurie, I have so many questions. So when did you get her?
I got her 2 months ago, so she's 4 months old. But
she's still a puppy?
Yeah, tiny puppy. So I have a place in Idaho to vacation at, and we go fishing at a place called Connie's Pond. And I always thought Connie was such a cute name, and it reminds me of being in Idaho, so that's why she's Connie.
I love when dogs have just pure people's names.
Yeah, I do too.
Had it been a while since you had a dog?
No, I had a dog 2 years ago, a rescue of all places from Turks and Caicos.
We have one from Aruba. A lot of dogs are loose on those islands.
Yeah, so it's like a shepherd mix, because the islands sometimes have stray dog problems.
Right.
So, and his name is Danvers because my daughter is obsessed with Melissa Benoist.
Oh, of course.
She's Supergirl, and her alias is Cara Danvers, so his name is Danvers. But he moved to Idaho with my son, so he lives on a ranch, and he's having the best time ever.
That's nice.
Okay, 2 things I want to say. First of all, it's so funny. I always discover more about people, after I really first get to hang out with them. So after we met you, we suddenly became obsessed with Scandal and watched all 7 seasons.
Oh,
your daughter, she's amazing. She'd been on our show for
she'd been on our show for Young Sheldon,
and I was like, oh, what a sweet soul. And she's so cute.
We hadn't seen Scandal yet at that point, Laurie.
She's a crazy mother. I mean, does it freak you out seeing her? Like, oh my God.
I have to admit, I haven't seen it yet.
Laurie, you're gonna be so proud of her. I can't even say how brilliant. She's the most controlled, evil, but she's not
real.
Vicious. Yeah, she's just I'm a horrible person. Oh my God, she's amazing.
I look forward to binging that. I'm a terrible mother. What can I say? I've heard that she did a very good job on it, and testament to the writers of that show that they can write around somebody's comfort zone. Because she hadn't done anything like that.
She's brilliant. The writing of the show is brilliant. Everything about that show is brilliant. We also want to show that, speaking of brilliant, this is when you were in our Concert for America in LA. And what a lot of people don't know is that you are a major belter. So I'd love to show this clip of you appearing.
Hold on, though. I want to know why are you here? Why was it important?
I'm just here simply because I want to help raise awareness and funds so that the National Immigration Law Center has the tools that they need to help people who might not be able to help themselves right now.
Thank you, Laurie Metcalf.
All right, go.
All right, so I got into the whole belting. So talk about your singing. Talk about your singing.
I've got a really strong voice, and the only stage time that I have spent is doing plays, and I've always wanted to be in a musical, but I've never been asked. So I thought that I would use this opportunity to maybe change things around a little bit. So Seth. No, I can't sing at all. So I'm never gonna.
I love that was your guys' idea, and I thought, I love the idea. I'll see if I can do this. So I tried to do the mislead of the little clearing.
I love that.
That was the only thing that I added to a great idea.
No, but also the pointing with the melody. Dun, dun, dun.
In my head, and it's going to sound like.
So great.
I didn't have a picture, but here's my sticker that I put into my. I don't know if people still do this, but I write everything down in a monthly book.
I do.
I mean, look at it. It just goes on. I don't do anything, but yet the pages are full. But I was looking back and I said the day I voted was the day before I went to get my shingles shot.
We're all at that age.
Laurie, I already got both of mine.
This is the sexy part of the show.
Laurie, before you go, what's the word on your next Broadway show? Is there any updates?
No, nothing at all.
I think it's too soon, right?
Yeah, and it's not too soon to dream about it. I mean, I'm sure it'll happen. I just don't know when, and I can't wait. I miss theater so much.
Yeah.
Well, we want you back on Broadway, but stay on television for now. Thank you, Laurie Metcalf. Say hi to your scary daughter. And
okay.
You got to watch her. You're going to love her. Peace out. Bye, Laurie Metcalf.
Bye.
We'd like to now bring on what we call, quote, unquote, YouTube sensation.
Oh, hold on, Seth. We want to make sure that people know about the great poster, because people have been sending in amazing donations. Yes. If you donate $100 or more to the Actors Fund, you can donate it at starsinthehouse.com or text Fund 2020 to 56512. Forward that receipt to donations at Stars in the House, and we will have one of our friends read your name and your message, and we'll send you a poster when the election's over. Okay, Seth, continue.
So yes, quote unquote YouTube sensation, which always to me just sounds like someone that got caught like their bikini falling down and became famous for no reason. She's actually like a brilliant,
really talented.
Yeah, brilliant comedian, actress, and an amazing singer, but she hit it big initially on YouTube. Please welcome Miranda Sings, aka Colleen, or should I say Colleen Ballinger.
Hello. Hi guys.
Hi. I gotta make sure my sister knows that you're on, because Nancy is totally obsessed.
Aww.
Colleen, first of all, hold on. Smile.
Colleen, what's your voting? Oh yeah, do the picture.
Voting for the future.
Isn't that the truth? But it's been so amazing, and it isn't. The youth is a big part of it, but we've had so many people on the show already. We've been doing it since 9, Colleen.
I know.
That are working the polls. So many people that are first-time voters that are older.
Wow.
That are like
there was a woman,
50s.
Gavin Creel, is working the polls, and he had to help a woman fill out her ballot because she'd never done it before, and she was 90 years old.
Wow, that's amazing. It's an important election. I've never experienced anything like this, so I'm glad people are exercising their right to vote. It's very important this year.
Now, are you trying to influence your baby who to vote for? Or you try to just do hands off?
My baby?
Yeah.
I want him to be able to make decisions for himself, but of course I'm going to tell him what I think and how I feel. He's also 1, so right now he just cares about like eating cookies and screaming and 1-year-old things. Yes, and like you know how that is.
By the way, Kara Serber, who does so much for us. Oh my God, that photo's amazing. Speaking of babies, Kara, who does so much for us, she's watching with her daughters, and she said that her daughters are obsessed right now.
Oh, yay! Hi.
So Colleen did my high school podcast, Seth Rudetsky's Back to School, about high school, and I want you to just tell 2 stories that I love. Just talk about your musical theater experience, because I think it's very inspiring for people out there, because I think a lot of people think stars, they're always the stars of their school from the age of 5 on, and they're always the big fish in the little pond. And you were trying out for musicals in 9th grade, and when you tried out, you didn't get your first show, right?
No, I actually was trying out for musicals prior to high school as well. I was auditioning for community theater, and I never got into anything. And I'd been going to see community theater shows with my grandfather for as long as I could remember. I was obsessed with theater, and I just wanted to do a show, and I would audition on an audition, and I just never got anything. My freshman year of high school, I auditioned for My Fair Lady. I got on costume crew, and my brother got Henry Higgins. And so I made his costume. And then my sophomore year, I auditioned again and I got in the ensemble and I had one line of anything goes ... in outer space. And
By the way, just on a side note, I was like, that doesn't sound like it's legal. And Colleen said, my theater teacher is literally still dealing with lawsuits.
It's a disaster. I mean, he wanted to travel we were going to the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh, and he wanted to figure out sets that he could travel with. So he was like, inflatable furniture. And which is funny because now I do that on tour as Miranda. If I need sets pieces, I stole that from him. I was like, oh, inflatable props and furniture are easy to pack. So I did learn something from that weird experience. But anyway, I got the ensemble in that. And then when my junior year, I finally got a lead. I got Mabel in Pirates of Penzance, and it blew my mind because I never thought.
Yeah, why don't you talk about the audition? Because I love that you like went in to audition for it, and you were like, maybe I'll get one of the sisters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was hoping for a sister with like maybe one line solo. Like I was hoping to be able to get a singing solo for the first time ever. So I auditioned hoping to get in and get a sister. And I got a call back for Mabel, which I thought was really weird. I thought maybe the choir teacher was just trying to like make me feel good or something. And then when the cast list went up, I looked at the bottom, like I looked at the ensemble and I didn't see my name. And I thought I didn't get in because there was my brain just didn't think, oh, look at the top of the list at the leads. I thought, look at the ensemble. And I think someone near me was like, Colleen, congrats. And I like looked again and I saw at the top that I had gotten Mabel. I blew my mind. I cried and cried and cried.
And did it give you the confidence that you could pursue, quote unquote, the business?
No, but it gave me the confidence to think I could maybe be like a choir teacher or something. It gave me the confidence that like I could maybe pursue a career in music, but not like be a performer. I thought that was so never going to happen for me. But getting that lead did make me think, oh, maybe I could have a career as like a choir teacher or as like a theater teacher or something. And I still want to do that. It's still like a dream of mine to open up a theater school for kids, like underprivileged children, because that was something I never got to take dance classes or theater classes because we couldn't afford them. So that's something someday I hope to do. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I never thought this would be my career. And but then my senior year, I got Cosette in Les Mis. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go be a music major and see what happens. And that's what I did.
And, you know, people don't know. So this character Colin came up with is this, you know, horrible singer. But besides being a bad singer, her joke is that she's crazy conceited. And I love this because you show both sides of you. I found this clip where basically you're doing a magic trick where when the sword goes through your neck, is that when you sound good or bad? I can't remember.
Good.
So sword through her neck, she has her real soprano voice. When it's out of her neck, she's horrible Miranda. And how hard is it for you? Like you change so quick.
It's, you know, what's funny is before I created Miranda, I would do that at auditions. Like before Miranda was even a thing, while I was waiting like in a hallway or in an auditorium for an audition with all my theater friends, we would do that where they would point to me and I would sing theater songs and they go sing it off pitch and then sing it on because I love to sing just under or just above the pitch. I thought it was funny. And so I would do that with my friends before Miranda even existed. So by the time Miranda happened, I kind of had so much experience just barely singing under or above the pitch to either piss off my friends around me in choir rehearsal or to make my friends laugh waiting for auditions.
Oh my God, you're doing it in a group setting in choir. That's so obnoxious.
Yeah. Well, I was in a huge choir. It was like over 100 people. So I was like, they won't know if I barely sing. And I would do it just so that the people around me could hear. And it would just like, because then they couldn't find their notes. I thought it was hilarious. When you're in a music major and you have like 12 plus hours of music classes a day, like you go a little crazy. So things like that, just instead of partying, I sang off pitch. That was my crazy thing I did.
Oh, that was your rule breaking. Well, here you are. This is you doing Think of Me as Miranda, conceded no talent, and Colleen with her real voice.
Stick it in me whenever you want. Think of me. Think of me fondly when we say goodbye. Remember me once in a while. Please promise me you'll try. Think of me. Please say you'll think of me. Whatever else you choose, there will never be a day when I won't think of you. Flowers sweet, the fruits of summer
Oh my God. That was forever ago. Oh my gosh. That was so fun to watch.
There's so much crazy, aren't I amazing expression at all times on your face. It's so obnoxious.
Well, that's what Miranda is. She's obnoxious. So I guess I did my job right if you were thinking I was obnoxious.
Oh my God. To this, one of your big things was reading like hate comments. To this day, do people still think you're real? Do you still keep getting things that people
It's so weird. I don't know how after it's been over a decade that I've been doing this character. And at the beginning, obviously the reason it got popular was people thought it was real. And so people were trying to figure out if I was an actress or not. And now it's mainstream enough that people know I'm an actress, but I still get comments often that are like, you can't sing or your lipstick looks bad. And I get comments as me now, because now I've started doing TikTok. I'm like the old mom on TikTok now, but my Colleen TikTok has gotten a lot of popularity and people will comment, you look like that Miranda Sings girl. Like I get that comment all the time. And so I don't know how people still don't know that it's not real and that I am her, but it's still a conversation apparently.
Vicky Clark was coaching someone, Vicky Clark. And when in the middle of the coaching, they were like, you look so much like the Broadway actress, Victoria Clark. And she's like, I'm like, how do they not know? Like Vicky stands for Victor. Literally, she's like, that's so weird.
Oh my, is that what she said?
Yeah, because it was so uncomfortable. Okay, so wait, Colleen, I have one more thing to ask you. So, you're like me, wanted to be on Broadway, and then you got to Broadway kind of after your career took off. When you finally were on Broadway, it was one of those things where you're like, oh my God, everything is different, or you're like, oh, this is just like doing a high school show, or both. What did it feel like to finally do Waitress on Broadway?
Oh my God. Well, it was always my lifelong dream, my lifelong goal, because, I'd gotten to do my own Netflix original series. I've written books, I've toured the world, and all those things are so incredible. And I'm so grateful for them. But my ultimate, this will never happen for me, was Broadway. That's always been the biggest dream of mine. So when that happened, I was blown away, and I had such a high level of what it was. I was so nervous. I was near vomiting the week prior to my opening, because I just didn't know what to expect. And I thought it was going to be something different than it was. I thought it was going to be so much more intimidating. And it was intimidating, of course, but I was shocked and happily surprised to find out that those people are just the same theater people that I knew and loved my whole life. It's that same community and that same, it's just the same group of people who have that passion for what they do and love for the arts. And it was magical to see that these people and this community that I've idolized my whole life, I've been around them my whole life. It's the same people that I grew to love when I was in high school and junior high. They're more talented, but they have that same passion and love and drive that made me fall in love with theater in the first place. And that was really magical to find out and realize when I got there. The community is just incredible and beautiful. And I love it so much.
I love that. It's true. It's the theater friends you find in high school are the same you find on Broadway. It's the same group of people.
Seth, Colleen is reminding me, because I know that she's brought in new fans who maybe have not seen Stars in the House, because someone said, what's the donation for? Thank you for reminding us. We should not just assume that everyone knows.
This is our 7th hour today.
This is our 7th hour, and we haven't reminded people what is the Actors Fund?
The Actors Fund is a misnomer, and that's a problem with it. It's not just for actors; it's for anybody in the arts. So yes, onstage people, but people backstage, like makeup designers, wig people, dressers.
Not just Broadway, not just Hollywood.
Anywhere. People also at the front of the house. All these small theaters that have box office personnel, ushers. Basically, everyone's out of work.
Any professional in the performing arts,
ballet, opera, no matter what you do, catering people, anyone can go to the actorsfund.org and say, I can't pay my grocery bill, I can't pay my health insurance, I can't pay my doctor's bill, and the Actors Fund will actually literally give you cash.
Yeah, and I'll say a few things. Normally, I'd have to do the math, but normally it's $2 million a year, Colleen, that
given out in cash.
They give out to people. So far, this is just since March 18th, basically when Broadway shut down. The Actors Fund has distributed almost $17 million to 14,000 people. It's 8 times the amount of money they usually do, because there's so much need.
There's so much need because Colleen, you live check to check. I mean, you know what that's like when you're an artist. You live check to check.
No, it's definitely true. And it's been really, really sad to see. I mean, obviously all my friends are in theater and Broadway and just actors and people behind the scenes. And to see them this year struggle has been so hard to watch, just because I think people have this idea that actors are like, oh, well, actors are fine. Like, I think people think that about actors because you see them in the media or you think, oh, I know who that is. So they must be famous. They must have money. They don't realize how hard this year has been. There is no work and people have to move back home and they can't pay their bills. It's been really, really hard to watch so many people I love so dearly, like struggle so hard this year. It's been devastating.
Yeah, people moved out of New York, moved back in with their parents. So listen, if you can make a donation, any donation, you go to starsonthehouse.com. If you donate $100, you will get a full poster from today. Where's that poster, James?
It is go to business.
Business.
Literally.
You will get a signed autograph poster of today's guest. This is like one of a kind. If you donate $100, and people have been doing it, so help out. Today we've already raised, by the way, with the generosity of our viewers, almost $14,000 just today. Colleen, we love you. Thank you for doing Seth Rudetsky's Back to School, my podcast. Colleen, you're just such a great spirit. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. And thank you for doing something today to brighten everyone's spirits. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for brightening. Think of me. All right, bye.
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 I get the strays and losers. We have a certain person from Ireland here. I'm very happy to see him. An Irish actor. Not really. He's a Broadway actor, but man, is he talented. Please welcome the lovely Terry Mann.
Oh, hey, Faith and Begor. How are you, boys? I can't get rid of the accent now. I just keep saying, oh, green, 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 green. Biden, 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 Biden.
And why is it all on this note?
I don't know. That's the way they talk. It's only this. Oh, we're in Killarney many years ago.
Hey, Terry Mann, what are you doing in
Yeah,
Ireland?
What the heck are you doing in
The
Ireland?
National Tour of Les Mis?
Because I'm very jealous.
I am. Oh my God, I look so red. Well, I was in makeup today. I am over here doing a new TV series for Apple TV Plus called Foundation. It's kind of like Game of Thrones in space.
And where in Ireland are you?
I am in Limerick, Ireland, which is in the southwest part of the country. I'm at a place called in the village of Adair, living in Adair Manor, which is this massive 850-acre golf course estate castle that you can come and stay at. And I'm staying in one of the villas, and it's like one of the number one European vacation destinations in the Europe and the world. Yeah.
Had you been to Ireland before, Terry?
No, this is the first time working here.
We love
Ireland. They've done James's play there twice. We've been there, and it's won all these awards. Like first of all, they have great taste. They love his play, but we just love the people there, and it's so lovely, and it's such a quick flight.
It is. It's not bad. Where did you guys go? Dublin?
Well,
Dublin,
but we were also
the seaside town near Dublin, where you could take the ferry to London, whatever that's called. It's a seaside town. Then when they were doing your play, we went to.
I want to say we were near Limerick.
We were near Limerick.
Yeah.
And it was like a touring place.
Did you go to Greystone? Do you know Greystone?
No. What was the first word you said?
That's County Wicklow. That's like in Power Sport.
Wicklow County.
Yeah.
That's
we're down in Limerick, which is about 2.5 hours southwest.
Got it.
It's just so great. So I want to, since this is Stars in the House and everyone does all these either live performances or film performances, I want to show some of the film that we did. This is Terrence Mann and James.
Oh God.
One of my favorite videos. This is the day to cheer people up. This is the very serious confrontation from Les Mis. But when you can't be on the same stage, you make it work however you can, whether you have an orange chair or whether you don't, or a pink chair.
That was good, I have to say.
That was you and Charlotte. So this is Terrence Mann recreating Officer Javert. You got a Tony nomination for this, didn't you, in Les Mis?
I did indeed.
And James, you got a Seth nomination for playing Valjean. Please welcome the two of you clowns singing together.
Yeah.
Valjean, at last, we see each other plain. Monsieur Lemaire, you'll wear a different chair.
Before you say another word, Javert, before you chain me up like a slave again, listen to me, there is something I must do. This woman leaves behind a suffering child.
There is none but me who can intercede. In mercy's name, 3 days are all I need. Then I'll return, I pledge my word. Then I'll return.
You must think me mad. I've hunted you across the years. Men like you can never change a man such as you.
Believe me, what you will. There is a duty that I've sworn to do. You know nothing of my life. All I do is steal some bread. You know nothing. You have no rights. I would sooner see you dead. But not before I see this justice done.
Well, John is nothing now.
I am warning you of there.
And the price you had to pay.
Every man is born in sin. My race is not yet run.
I am nothing of Javert. I was born inside a jail. I was born with scum like you. I am from the Doctor.
And this I swear to you tonight.
There is no place for you to hide.
Your child will live within my care.
Wherever you may hide away.
And I will raise her to the light.
I swear
to you,
I will be there.
Was that just like Broadway?
Yeah, Cheap and Shameless.
Exactly. Hey Terry, before you go, how did you vote? Did you vote absentee before you left for Ireland?
I did. I voted about 6 weeks ago on a mail-in ballot, which I was pretty confident about because I went and dropped it in the mailbox right where I live here up in Harlem and got to it. And then Charlotte's supposed to be on here in a minute.
Well, look at this. 1, 2, 3. Charlotte Debois.
Mrs. Mann.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Look how cute you are. Charlotte, where are you? Are you in Ireland too?
I'm in Harlem, and I have a new puppy.
Jasper.
Who likes to bark a lot.
Our dog is whining a little.
Our dog is what? Oh, bring in Christy. Our dog looks like Jasper. Bring Christy in. Wait, where is Jasper from?
We got him in an adoption. We adopted him downtown in Brooklyn. Some person. We saw him on Facebook.
And why is his name Jasper? Was it named that already?
No, his name was Chompers originally, and my daughter named him Josephine.
Look, here comes.
Let me see. Oh my
God!
They could
That's
be
Chrissy.
brother and sister.
Oh,
look at the baby.
Oh my God!
When did you get him? Or her?
She's from Aruba. We were on my Broadway cruise, and we went to a shelter in Aruba.
Oh, look at her.
She's a little girl.
What a love
she
pup.
is adorable.
She's dog number 4.
Chris.
Oh, you got
no,
4
you
dogs?
have 4 dogs? Seth.
Well, 2 of them are my mom's.
But we all live in the same house, so
You have 4 dogs.
exactly.
You're living with 4 dogs.
Sorry. Oh, actually, we have 5 dogs. He's really smart.
Charlotte, we've only got Vanessa Williams, Chita Rivera, and Lisa Mordente waiting in the wings here. So before you go, tell us, what was your voting plan this year? And did you?
Yes, what I wanted was to I wanted it to be an experience because my daughter just turned 18, so it was her first time voting. So I really wanted to vote in person on the day of election. So we waited, and we went at we went at 5 a.m. Got up, stood on line, and voted we were out of there by 6:15. So it was great. It was amazing, and she was excited, and I made sure she voted for the right people.
Wait, only one daughter's 18?
Yeah, the other one's 17. They're 9 months apart.
How funny.
I had twins because one's adopted, and then I'm explaining to the world, you know, it wasn't that I had babies 9 months apart. Can you imagine that? But I mean, people do that 10 months apart. Thank God, you know, that would have been hard. But yeah.
Well, let's drop it.
You're not the only one who's been. So many people have been up since 5 a.m. The number of stories, whether they're poll workers or they like Mark Shaman and me, been up since 5. It's just like it's that day. It's an exciting day.
It is an exciting day because I'm feeling hopeful. I'm just feeling hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm holding on to that. I really am.
Yeah.
I'm holding
So
on.
lovely. By the way, Charlotte, I forgot to tell you, you know, your last name has an apostrophe. Just one day you should remember that. I'm noticing on your...
Seth, I love you so much, especially what made me fall in love with you the most was when you told me the chorus line revival you actually went to the audition for.
Oh, right.
Like one of the way back, you know, and that they cut you. But, you know, I love that you went. That just made me love you so much.
That made you love me, or they made you go, you know what, you should have been cast?
Or he's a little odd. No, I'm kidding. I thought you should always be cast, Seth.
I didn't go into Cassie. I went in for like Wrong Arms Roy. We'll talk about it privately.
Yeah, we should have discussed which part you should have gone up for. Maybe not Cassie.
All right, Charlotte, Terry, we love you. Thanks for stopping by.
Too. Bye, you
Sorry. Don't challenge me.
guys.
Bye, guys. Bye,
Bye,
Tempoise. Bye, man. All right, speaking of fabulous dancers, we bring up Vanessa next?
Yes, Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams.
Hey, how are you?
Wow, you from Desperate Housewives to no connection to a beautiful ring light. What happened, Vanessa?
I've got a ring light, an Ethernet cable. I am set and good to go. And Chrome. You know, last time I did not know how to download Chrome. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. We're talking, what was it, April? It was like the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, when Vanessa was first on, she couldn't see, she couldn't hear. It was a nightmare. Just walking around, I can't.
And I thought to myself, I didn't say it to you, Vanessa, at the time, of course, but I thought, wow, this is going to be a long pandemic, a very long. That's how Vanessa Williams is going to be doing interviews.
I figured it out quickly. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Vanessa Williams looks stunning. Now we're talking about dogs. Don't you have dogs? What's the dealio?
2 Great Danes are asleep by the fire in the living room. They're not. They're too lazy to come in here right now. But yeah,
we have Chita, Rivera, and Lisa coming later, and they both have giant dogs too. What's with you, beautiful women with giant dogs? What does that symbolize?
You know what? I didn't get into the giant dog thing until I was working on Ugly Betty, and America adopted a Great Dane named Lucy from Gentle Giants out in Norco, California, and the guy who ran it was Robin of Batman and Robin, Burt Ward. So so Gentle Giants in Norco is run by Burt and Tracy Ward, and she, you know, America would bring her by the set in her trailer. So I said, oh, that looks cool. I want one of those. So I went and applied, and we found a beautiful rescue named Willa, who ended up living till almost 12 years old. She was, you know, for a Great Dane, that was fantastic. And she was such a good dog that she got me hooked on the breed, and I'm my 5th Great Dane right now.
Oh, I love it.
Vanessa, what was your, did you vote absentee? Did you vote today like Charlotte Dembois?
No,
What did you do
I
voting-wise?
voted the first day you could in New York. So that was 2 Saturdays ago, I guess. And, you know, I'm in Westchester County. I voted in Leonard Park in Mount Kisco thinking that we could drive up 15 minutes, boom, boom. We waited 3 hours and 45 minutes in Mount Kisco just on the first day. They only had 2 little tables. Everyone had to be socially distanced. People were ordering pizza, bear burgers. A couple people had chairs, and it hadn't gotten super cold yet. But I had no idea it was going to take that long. But I went with my oldest daughter and a family friend, and then my other daughter, Jillian, drove up last night, and she voted today locally, which took her. She said nobody was there. I should have just listened to her. And, my son, he's out in LA, and he voted in LA, and my daughter, who's at college, did an absentee ballot. So we're all checked and good to go. But I do have a little show and tell because I've met 7 presidents in my lifetime. So the first one that I met was, so this is Ronald Reagan when that was my first White House dinner. Here we go. And so So at that dinner was Halston, Ginger Rogers. I mean, it was like I was looking at the people lined up behind me. It was incredible.
And your hair is so high.
It was 83.
Yep.
Of course, Obama. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, what a beautiful picture. Oh my God.
That was when he was on Capitol Hill, and he was just a senator, just about to. He hadn't decided yet, but that was the year for Special Olympics, and
So we're gonna say that you helped him decide. Great work, Vanessa.
and then the Bushes. I sang for W, I think at least 4 times, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
White House
That's Muhammad Ali. Hold on a sec.
wow.
Everyone
Jimmy
should have
Carter, one of my absolute faves.
Oh, we love Jimmy Carter.
That's a beautiful picture.
He's still kicking, man. He's such a good guy. Gerald Ford. So I know when I won Miss America, there was a reception that they had at Emory University in Atlanta, and so that's when I met Jimmy Carter and Gerald Ford, which is lovely. I sang for George Bush Sr., but I don't have a picture. And then I also sang for Trump this is for New Year's Eve 2004 going into 5 at Mar-a-Lago. I do not have a picture of that.
Have you been paid yet?
Yes, the check went through.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah. I think that's that should be it. No, and I have Clinton. Where is he?
Oh my God, we have that many photos that you can misplace a Clinton photo. It's like, hey, I don't know where my Clinton photo is.
Here we go. This is Clinton there meeting him at the White House, and of course I have Hillary. Hillary, they live in Chappaqua, so.
Oh, right, they live near you.
Yeah, so Hillary here. I guess she definitely falls in line, and I have Michelle Obama as well, but.
Oh my God.
So I feel very, very connected and very invested this year for sure.
Yeah. Especially, yeah.
I mean, I've been living, we moved to Chappaqua in 1964.
Your family.
I was the only Black kid in my class for years. My kids also went through the school system. We had a hate crime here someone spray painted a blue noose in front of a Black family that's lived here for 40 years. We have never had this kind of people are stealing signs, set a Black Lives Matter sign on fire in front of the Quaker meeting house. And the Quakers are known for being, super,
peaceful.
So, I mean, that's how much things have changed in this community, let alone the world. So it's time for
Let's hope there's peace.
Yeah, we're here to
after
spread some
today.
peace, man.
Peace and joy and goodwill.
Yes.
Go snuggle with your doggies. We're going to talk soon. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you.
So great to see you. Bye. Always smiling. All right. Speaking of divas, we've got 2 divas, side by side divas.
Yes.
Please welcome Ms. Lisa Mordente and Ms. Chita Rivera. Oh, look at the babies.
Angels.
Woof, 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 woof. This is Graziella Daniele Mordente, and T-Bone.
T-Bone. Lisa, how? I remember the dogs were sick at one point. Are they doing okay?
Oh, yeah. Yes, he's better. He's not really good at walking up the steps, which we have way too many of. But he made a big turnaround, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. He got like his legs went, and I lost my mind. And it was Labor Day weekend, so he had to stay at the hospital. It was so fun. But he's good. He's got like 80% back. So he's good. The gardeners are here if you're hearing sounds of joy.
Are you hearing sounds?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
We can hear you too.
Okay, that's good. Well, first of all, we are loving seeing your faces.
I know, miss.
We haven't seen you guys in so long.
I know.
I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I've been through the monster stage, trying to be smart stage, trying to be political stage. I have been through everything.
We have. It's been rough.
She's kept me kind of in line because I've been bouncing off the wall.
It's rough.
But there's so much to say to you guys.
I know.
Have you been? You look wonderful.
We've been fine. You know, I think about you, Chita, because like I feel like I'm always doing a concert with you, and I feel like it must be so weird for you to not. You're always performing, and to have these 8 months, like you've never not performed
How
except
are
for
you not going truly crazy at this point.
It is the weirdest thing because I say to Lisa, Lisa says, "Mom, have you seen that movie?" And I go, "No." And I tried to figure out why I've not seen a lot of things because I'm never home.
Like movies from past. You know, there we go with the phones now. You know, like famous movies and stuff like that.
Should I cut it off?
Should I?
if you want, whatever. It's not that loud.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's the reality, Chita. It's like I mean, a lot of people will take a year or two off. The only day you ever took off is the day you gave birth to Lisa, and then you were right back the next day in a full split.
Well, I was because I went right to London. I mean, it was like 3 weeks or 4 weeks at the most. Later, I was in London.
Doing Anita in West Side Story.
All right. What's really hard now is the fact that I'm not in my shape.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I had a physical
therapist, trainer
today. It hurt.
It never hurts.
It never hurt. And I was doing something like stand on one leg, and I'm going.
You?
Because
she doesn't do classes. She doesn't do you know.
Haven't had to. I've been working. But
I work with my trainer too.
Yeah.
Chita, you'll be very. I was gonna say you'd be very proud of me because I was talking to Charlotte D'Amboise, and Charlotte was talking about the Anita dance, and I said, "Tell me how you do the end of the dance." And she said, "You know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, pa, step, kick." And I was like, "It's not step kick." Chita, what is it?
Oh, it's
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ba, 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 ba.
You know the end.
Oh,
so is it a kick or is it
a double kick? That's it. Okay, that's it.
Charlotte was like, "Oh, it's just a big kick to the side." I said, "No."
And Seth was like, "No."
I said, "Chita said you kick, your leg is in the air, and then you flick it again."
Pop up, yeah. Totally, because that joke, it's a joke now in my act where I don't go up here. I go like you know, and I say to the audience after I do it, they're going, "Yeah, blah, blah." I go, well, I'll let you in on a little secret. That used to be up here. Now it's down here.
But the fact that you did it 8 times a week. I mean, that's what's unbelievable. You have the strength to do that 8 times a week. Like
you know you do it. You know you would do it in a minuto.
If I could do it, I never could.
But we love your line.
Yeah, you got to show the clip.
All right. Lisa, this is I'm showing this clip of something. I can't hear you. Go on.
Oh, okay. But we did see just a little section of Charlotte and
Terry.
What?
Charlotte win.
Just now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Charlotte and Terry.
She did something, and I said, "That's not right." Oh, you corrected her. You corrected her. It was not.
I'm always correcting people. That's my charm. So this is Chita. Lisa, this is you directed our Concert for America. Chita, this is you in Los Angeles. We just found this clip. I haven't even watched it yet, but this is one of the many times we've all performed together. Chita, let's watch. This is just 2 years ago.
Okay.
Whenever I hear that, There's only one person I see standing next to me with her own top hat and her own cane. The fabulous Gwen Verdon. It's good, isn't it grand? Isn't it great? Isn't it swell? Isn't it fun? Isn't it? Nowadays, there's men everywhere, jazz, that's Gwen, booze everywhere, life everywhere, joy everywhere. Nowadays, you can light the life you're living. You can live the life you like. You can even marry Harry, but mess around with Ike. And that's good. Isn't it grand? Isn't it great? Isn't it swell? Isn't it fun? Isn't it? But nothing stays. In 50 years or so, it's gonna change, you know. But oh, it's heaven nowadays.
Chita Rivera!
Yay!
Now, Seth, I could teach you that in an hour, and you could do every single one of those steps. Every single one of them. That they're the simplest things. And besides, the thing I suddenly remembered that I thought I had forgotten before. With Charlotte. Oh, you got up and you did like you were imitating her, and I said to Lisa, but I thought that was my step. He just gives them away.
You're so competitive. Okay, before you guys go, I'm going to show just 1 minute of this. This is how cute you guys are. Back in the day, I love that in the old days, you guys would perform together back in the 80s. Please enjoy a flashback to, I think I'd say 1980. Where is it, James?
Oh, no.
19,
yes, ma'am.
1981.
That's right, Lisa.
Chita Rivera and Lisa Mordente together for the first time.
Now I know my life is giving me more than memory. Day by day, we can see. In every moment there's a reason to carry on. Sweet love showing us a heavenly light. I've never seen such a beautiful sight. See love glowing on us every night. I know forever we'll
that was when Lisa. I could never get that harmony.
The harmony and some of the lyrics. You know how Kenny Loggins, does those crazy riffs? So when he goes, ever our love will last.
Yes, ever our love will last.
Yeah, right? So Mom, at one point, we were like, what is he saying? Ever our love will last. And Mom's like, ever our love will last. Whatever it was, but we could not look at each other.
I couldn't do it. She knew it, and it was like I said, ever our love will last.
It was hysterical.
What the hell language was I saying? Whatever.
Kenny Loggins, he always does the weirdness, but he's the best.
So just tell us how you are. You're good. How's Julie? How's everybody? Good.
Everyone is good. Let's after this election. I know we talked about this, Lisa and Chita, like 2 months ago.
But yeah.
I'll still come. I'll just come in a coat in your backyard.
Also, we gotta
bring our patio heater.
Absolutely.
Really,
come.
I need to see you guys.
Yeah,
I know.
Crazy. We love you. We miss you, and let this be the greatest period of time right now for us.
And
that's
please,
right.
God, let's say our prayers, however we do them, that it turns out the way we wish it to.
Yes.
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 Please,
That's
God.
right.
Love
All
you.
right.
Love you.
Love you,
too.
Chita and Lisa.
Miss you.
Bye. Miss you too. Thanks.
Ever our love will last.
All right, let's bring on. This is a great show for Chita and Lisa to watch if they haven't caught up on Scandal.
Oh my God, our favorite
If they
show in the
haven't
world.
seen it, one of our favorite, also a Broadway star. Please welcome to Stars in the House, Bellamy Young.
Woo! You
Hi, Bellamy.
Oh my God. I wish you could have seen me just now freaking out in my house, watching Cheeto, they're just the best. And oh God, it warms my heart. And I could have watched that forever.
Isn't it amazing? I love that you're such a Broadway gal, even though you're now Miss TV, but you're such a Broadway gal.
I'm an enormous fan, diehard fan. Yes. I mean, where do you get more inspiration? And I love that you're so encyclopedic and eidetic. You're like, I was like, yeah, of course he knows. Of course he knows.
Well, I've been in the business for a while, dear.
Bellamy, before we get started here for the couple of minutes you got, because we've got Josh Groban waiting, we've got Julia Murney. We're this show before 7:00. It's been great for my anxiety because it's just like boom, 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 one person after another. Let's go. But Bellamy, I just sent you some donations. Did you get my text?
Let me see. Let me open. Well, I have the notifications off, but yeah, you got it. I got it, James.
You're such a professional.
Bellamy, your hair is so long and pretty, and it's so high and giant on Scandal.
Oh, that was a wig. I called her Savannah, and she was the hardest working member of the Scandal cast because I have like 6 hairs, but these are all 6 of them. They're mine. These.
Are you in Pedro in New York?
Yeah, we're here. We're in Mid-County. We just took a walk to Bryant Park. The skating rink is open, but all the buildings are boarded up. Happy Election Day.
Yeah.
Here are our donations. Okay, Kathy, $103. Thank you very, very much. Jerry from Weehawken, New Jersey, $112. And he says that he is wishing us all many blessings today. Thank you for all you do, Seth and James. I'm going to second that, Jerry. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, James. You guys have worked hard this year to bring us all a little light, a little levity, a little inspiration, a little joy. So thank you enormously. Allison in Washington, $108.15. Thank you so much for everything you've done since March. Amen to that. Andrea in Arkansas, $51.50. Thanks, Andrea. I hope everything's cool in Arkansas today. I love it. And Julia in Moscow, $103. Julia says, it's my birthday today, and I am celebrating it watching you and donating to the Actors Fund. What a way to start my new year. Thank you guys for your incredible work. Especially thanks for having Dana Delany.
Moscow.
Wow.
Bellamy, we have people watching all over. This is actually one of our viewers who contacted us who's going to be on the show. So, Lauren, I'm bringing you on to tell your Little Stars in the House story. Lauren, hi.
Hi. Hi. Thank you for having me on.
Where are you?
I'm in Michigan. That's home for me.
Michiganer. What's
Yeah.
your Stars in the House connection?
Well, I am a roadie for national Broadway tours. So I'm very involved in the whole industry, and my family has been watching Stars in the House since you guys started it. I was on a tour that got canceled when the pandemic started, and I had to come home. And this was just one of the things that we started doing to kind of lighten things up and make it better, because I miss my job.
Oh, I'm so glad you watch with your family. Family viewing, not like Scandal. Scandal is devastating.
Cathartic.
Oh, cathartic.
right.
Yeah.
So, Lauren, did your whole family?
Today, Lauren, did you and your family already get the vote?
Yes. Yep. My parents did early voting in our area. That is, you just go in and they give you an absentee ballot and you fill it out and you drop it in the drop box. And then I have a terrible signature, so I was worried about things going wrong with my signature. So I masked up and I went into the polls and I actually put my ballot in through the real poll.
Wow.
You know, Michigan is a swing state, and we're very concerned, and we really want to see everything go well.
Well, what's amazing about Michigan is one of these many states where you can register today and still
Annette
vote.
Benning told us that earlier.
So all these states, you can register today. Right now, if you're watching, you're like, you know what? I should have gone through with it. You can go right now, register, and go vote. Lauren, thank you for being so supportive with your family. Peace out. Tell them always say hello.
Thank you. You've got lots of stagehands and IATSE folks watching you and enjoying this. We appreciate it. We appreciate any advocacy for our community in general. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, IATSE. I love that. And Bellamy, of course, we love you on Scandal. What's the name of your new show? I always forget the name of it.
Prodigal Son.
Prodigal Son. And what's the name of the Broadway musical you're coming back with?
That I'm coming back with. Anything you hire me for? I think it has a ring to it. Anything you hire me for. It's coming out soon. But you guys, really, I just adore you. Did you guys get to vote? Did you vote early? You didn't have time to vote today?
I forgot to register. No, of course we voted already. We voted 2 days ago.
Okay, great. I did the same. I mailed it in. And my mom's in North Carolina. Hey, Mama, she's swing state, so she voted early. Yeah. Just trying to watch everybody count them votes and get them in and make democracy happen.
All right, Bellamy. Maybe we'll be we'll text or call later on.
Okay.
After the show's over.
With good news.
I love it to you guys. I love you so much. Thank you.
Back at ya.
And hello to everybody that's waiting in line. Thank you for being there. Stay in line.
Stay in line.
Yes.
Bye, Bellamy. Bye, Pedro. Now we're going to bring on one of my pals I've known for so many years, and he still looks so young, and it's rude. Please welcome the lovely Mr. Joshua Groban. Hi, Josh.
You think I look young?
Well,
I've kept the Pierre beard since ending Great Comet, and I feel like as soon as I get to go out and greet the world again, I'm gonna just shave the whole thing. It's just gonna come off.
But you remind me when I played the rabbi freshman year in high school, and I was like baby face, but with like a fake beard on. You still got the baby face.
Thank you very much. It's so lovely to see you both, Seth and James. I echo everything everyone is saying. This has been such a salve for the soul. Thank you for doing everything you do, both today, because I need this. I'm making a conscious decision to just turn off the TV, turn off the screens, and just hear amazing stories like Chita's and support where we can. Stage hands across America. We need it.
There you go.
Can you do that riff? Ever our love will last.
Ever our love will last. I have a new Kenny Loggins song called "Celebrate Me Home" that I'm actually just releasing in about a week, and I can attest what she said. It's the stuff he does, the runs he put in. They're complicated, and the chord structure might be your typical gospel chords or pop or rock, but then what he does on top of all that, it's hard. That was a hard session.
I'll tell you something, though, about that song, Whenever I Call You Friend, that was actually written with Kenny Loggins by someone who's coming up on Stars in the House very soon. It was written by Kenny Loggins and Melissa Manchester.
Oh, Melissa's incredible. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and her agent was like, it'll never be a hit. Don't record it. And that's why Stevie Nicks did it instead of Melissa. Cut to Stevie Nicks has an extra house.
That's to this day, whenever an agent says that, that it's opposite day. You have to, yeah.
So, Josh, I want to go back for just a little bit before you go, because we're raising money for the Actors Fund, and the Actors Fund helps anybody in the arts, no matter what you do, on stage, off stage, across the country. You first did a benefit with me for the Actors Fund. You were what, 22?
I think I was about 22 years old, and Barbara Cook was the one who kind of introduced me, the great, late, legendary Barbara Cook, who was one of my very first friends in this business and one of the very first people who kind of heard my voice and said, I think you got something there. She was my introduction to the wonderful world of the Actors-On. And so she told me about the fact that they were doing chess. And I immediately went and got the, quadruple box set, or how many CDs there are in the score of chess, and listened to it from back. And I was not, chess was not a show that I was raised with. So I kind of had to learn about it. And, of course you hear the first two songs, and I had to hold my calls. I had no calls at 22, but I had to hold them anyway.
I have one quick Barbara Cook story before I go on. For the Actors Fund, someone bid on a voice lesson with Barbara Cook, and they asked me to pay for it. So I got to go to her apartment, and she said this thing, which I thought was so interesting. She said, you can use your consonants as percussion, because someone was singing, got no diamonds, got no yacht. And she said Rosemary Clooney taught her to go like, got no diamonds, got no yacht. And I thought it was so interesting. I've never thought of that, to percussify your consonants.
Yeah. She was full of such great wisdom, stuff that you've been around for a while, you think and she would just drop knowledge. Anytime you had a chance to go for a dinner or a drink or something, you just, without question, canceled everything and went and did it, because there was always something. One of the most amazing things I heard her talking about with auditions, because I've always been a really great, when it matters performer, but especially earlier on, I was a terrible auditioner. I just was somebody that was always listening at the door, and it was always messing me up. And she had a story, and I was too scared to tell her about something like this, but she was talking to another student saying that she was a door listener too. She would sit and she had everything ready. Her instincts were there. She was herself. And then she would hear somebody singing the song or doing the monologue, and the people, who were auditioning were laughing and they were applauding. And, anybody who's gone through auditions knows that terrible feeling when you're standing outside and you hear the other person just absolutely killing it. And, or at least in your mind they are. And she always changed it. In the hallway, she was reevaluating, she was redoing it, and she never got the part. And as soon as she stopped listening at the door and just did it the way she always thought she was going to do it, she realized that she was the only Barbara Cook in the room. And that's when she started getting, everything on the sun, and she became Barbara Cook.
Wow.
It's true. You're only yourself. I love that. And P.S., the one time I ever came backstage at your concert was with Barbara Cook. It's so interesting. In Radio City Music Hall.
She connected all of us. I mean, she was just the absolute best. Yeah.
So before you go, I want to bring on surprise guest. When you did chess, you did it opposite Miss Florence, and played by the lovely Ms. Julia Murney.
Hey, Julia.
Celebrate me home. Oh my God, I love that you're singing that song. I'm fully stress making, you guys.
What are you doing? Is that vegetable oil? Is that a little
this is canola oil that will be going into the chocolate chip cookie batter that will be happening in a moment. But first, vanilla.
Are they special cookies? Hi.
No. Mama's driving to New Jersey, so no.
Well, it's so lovely to see you. I have been so delighted when we've run into each other at the park or various events. I wish I could give you a big hug and share voices again.
I would like that very much. I would like that. I did not realize that you were 5.5 years old when we did chess.
Oh, I was I didn't know anything. Yeah,
Do you remember
I had no life experience, which is absolutely evident in my acting back then.
It was pointed out to me by one of your fans, who I guess either saw the bootleg of our rehearsal or attended it. I'm not sure. That you and I were singing something. I don't recall. And I just kind of took you and moved you because you were here, and I just gave you that. And she was like, "You helped him," and I was like, "Well, you need to see him because he's your boy."
Yeah, I mean, you were so gracious. You were so just nice. I was so nervous. I mean, those rehearsals, meeting you and Norm Lewis and Sutton Foster and, Raoul. I mean,
you were a fancy pants even then. And if I'm remembering right, you landed and came straight to Sitzprobe. I think you came right to us. And what was so awesome was that you didn't walk in like, this is my entourage and we will be doing things my way in 5, 6, 7, 8. You came in and you were like, okay, how does it go? And us yahoos who do these one-night concerts all the time, even though they make us deeply nervous and we want to pee ourselves. But we were like, oh, he's cool. He's PLU. He's people like us. Got it. So
Honestly, that's so kind of you to say. And honestly, I was so nervous that, here I'm meeting all these incredible stars that I've been wanting to be part of the Broadway community for my entire life. And I was thinking to myself, well, here I'm the Yahoo coming in from this weird music business thing. And what do I know? And I was just so hoping that everybody would be, welcoming. And from that moment to, being now a Broadway,
veteran.
I wouldn't say veteran, but I've done it. I've done it. But it's been that vibe that you set the stage for, or that early on in my career has been the vibe that has continued to bring back to how wonderful and welcome and open the Broadway community is, the theater community at large, from the cast to the crew and everybody in between. It's a family like no other, and the Actors Fund was my introduction to the Actors Fund as well. So I'd say that was a pretty damn good night for all of us.
I have this clip of you guys in rehearsal. I love that you're both wearing your tags that you had to wear the day of the event to make sure you got into the theater. Julia, you're in like the cutest top. Josh, you're in a full lace front wig. You guys sound amazing.
Gosh, I was rocking the hair back then. That's right.
I had the mane. I had like the whole mane. The thing is that in the early 2000s, I'm looking at pictures from the 70s and going, what were they thinking? And now I look back at pictures of me in the early 2000s, I'm going like, yeah, that's basically the same thing.
Everybody's an idiot when they're young. Here are the two of you sounding amazing in dress rehearsal.
You are so strange. Why can't you be what you want to be? You should be scheming, intriguing to cover my path. I have to hand it to you, for you managed to make me forget why I ever agreed to this farce. I don't know why I can't think of anything I would rather do than be wasting my time on mountains with you.
Oh my.
Julia, your acting is so amazing at the end when he touches you and you're like, it's so beautiful, the two of you together. I just love it.
That was after she moved me into my light, by the way. Yeah, thank goodness. I didn't know dress rehearsal was being taped. You really saved me today, Julia.
Well, I will say there was also one of your lovely fans came up to me, I think at the stage door after the concert or whatever, and she went, "You were hugging my Josh."
Oh no.
And I was like,
Oh boy.
yes, but I wasn't sure if she was going to hit me or if we were friends. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's they get protective. I'm
They
quite
do.
sure I've never met that woman.
Well,
how about hearing that full orchestra? Isn't that delicious to hear those instruments?
the instruments and that whole chorus on stage with us.
50 people.
Come on. They were, and every single one of them, like a total baller soloist of their own.
Yeah, like Tony nominees. Like it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was in the ensemble. It was like Ann Harada. All right, you guys, we have 1,000 more guests coming.
We have to come back for a chess reunion.
Yeah, we just did a hair reunion. We're gonna do a chess reunion. So Adam, everyone, we're gonna do it, okay?
Hey, Seth and James. Seth and James, you're extraordinary. Thank you, for what you're doing.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Julia.
Well,
And thank
thank
the
you.
dogs, because I love the dogs, you know.
And the dogs.
Yes.
They're both sleeping back here. We have two more downstairs.
And thank
All
you
right,
to
Josh,
Connor and David, who are doing all the tech too.
Absolutely.
David and Jonah. Thank you, Josh. You'll be back, and Julia will be back. Thank you guys for being here today. Relieve our stress.
Love you guys. Thank you, Julia. Enjoy your cookies. Stay sane, everybody. Listen to musical.
That's right.
Oh my God, we got so many great people coming.
We do. So let's just go right into it. So remember, this is for the Actors Fund. And you can donate at starsinthehouse.com or text fund 2020 to 56512 and forward that receipt to donations at Stars in the House. Anika and Freddie, stand by. I know we're running a little bit behind. We have Ann Hampton Callaway coming up. We actually, at 5 o'clock, we're scheduled to have BD Wong, Shelley Williams, Ingrid Michelson, and Will Chase. So I don't know how we're going to do it, but let's get to it. Ann Hampton Callaway, here you go.
Hello.
Hi, Ann.
Hello. How are you?
Your sound is amazing. You always look stunning. You're in Arizona. Is that where you are?
Tucson, Arizona. Yes.
Tucson, Arizona. Oh my God. Have you seen The Last Man on Earth?
No,
The
I
TV
haven't.
show?
No, not
We're
yet.
obsessed with it, and it takes place mostly in Tucson.
Really? How could I have missed it? Wow, I'm going to check it out.
It's amazing. It's about a virus that wipes out everybody in the world. No joke, but it's hilarious.
That's just what I want to watch. Yeah. Huh.
It's literally set in 2020, but I'm just thinking of Tucson. Anyway, Ann, we love your music. We love to chat. But we want to get right to the music. So give us whatever the hell you got.
All right. Well, I would sing my voting song, but I think this song is more important. The original lyrics to God Bless America by Irving Berlin are Ann Hampton Callaway, as many of you know. But this song today, I think, is a good blessing on this extremely important, momentous election day. So with much love, and thank you so much, gentlemen, for having me on your show. What an incredible fellowship you've created. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the oceans, to the prairies, to everyone. God bless America, my home. Sweet home, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Yay. That was beautiful.
Thank you, James.
Seth heard you, but we have to occasionally take bathroom breaks after doing this since 9
You mean
a.m.
you're actually him? I can't believe what you're doing. 10 hours. Jerry Lewis was never this ambitious. This is extraordinary. And what a great show. I mean, everybody on here is just amazing.
They're all enormously talented. I'm trying to see. You did send a picture. Hold on. Your voting picture.
Oh, yes. There I am.
God, and I can never tell what notes you're hitting. God bless, because your voice always sounds low and high at the same time. Like I can never tell what that is. What was that? God, was that an A? God bless.
That's a G. That's a G.
Your voice, it's so freaky because it's got such depth, but it can go so crazily high. I can't deal with it.
Well, it's because I'm a Gemini and I have to keep my twins happy, Seth. You know how that is.
It's so bizarre. All right. Thank you so much. Say hi to Kari. We're going to see you again, I'm sure, very soon.
All right. And make sure my sister behaves herself at 5:50. Okay.
Liz,
Lots of love.
forget that.
Yeah, exactly. Bye.
Love you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye, Annie. Hi, sweetie.
All right. Should we just, let's bring on Anika Larsen.
And
Freddie.
Freddie.
Hi, Freddie.
Yay! Hi, guys. I'm going to pile on and say thank you for this. We've been watching since 9 this morning.
Amazing,
Just
guys.
getting us through.
Oh my God. Hey, where are you? You're in a different location.
We're in our studio, the ring light and the mic, the crappy mic. We need to get a better mic. But we're down in the basement. The kids are with Granddad upstairs. Can I share one quick story, which is that we've not talked about politics with our kids at all, really, ever. They're 5 and 3 and can remain sort of oblivious blissfully. But yesterday, just for funsies, I was like, how much have they been absorbing? So I said, hey, guys, who are you voting for in the election? And Key looks at me. He's 5. And he said, Alexander Hamilton. I thought, my work as a Broadway mother is done.
Broadway first, politics second. Oh, look, you have a fan here already. I love Anika and Freddie. You've been on since the very beginning. Thank you, Jason. All right, what are you guys going to lay on us? You always have something beautiful.
We just think it's time to count on each other. At a time we are more connected now and aware of the ways that we are connected now, for better or for worse, and that just we've got to be able to count on each other. So we want you guys to know you can count on us, right, Freddie?
Yes.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help a friend in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing this song beside you. If you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. We find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. 1, 2, 3, Fred. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Yeah,
You guys.
You
Aw.
And here's our pal Shelley Williams applauding also. Hi, Shelley.
I know,
Shelley.
That was
Together 20 years ago.
Yeah, we've known each other
Rent,
since-
right.
Yes. I was literally there with a constant smile on my face. That was so joyful and affirmed everything that I believe that we have learned about each other is that we must be there for each other, and we will be there for each other. And I have to say, I feel good today.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I feel like there is I have so much joy because I do believe that we are here for each other and we're showing up for each other, and we have been since early voted started. And by the end of today, we will be there for each other.
Preach.
It is our time. It is our time. Yeah.
Anika, I don't know if you have your phone, but I just texted you some donations because, of course, this is all to help alleviate some of our anxiety about today, but it's also a fundraiser for the Actors Fund. I just found out we passed the $15,000 mark today.
Woo!
So, Anika, if you don't mind reading some of those, and you know what,
mind.
BD Wong, let's just bring you on. We're behind. This is a party. Let's bring you on. BD Wong, let's bring you on.
Yay! Can you hear me?
All right.
I hope you can hear me. Hi.
We can hear you.
Yes.
Hi, BD.
Anika,
Hey, BD,
Freddie.
guess what? Rachel
What?
donated $103. That's specific, and I like it. And she says, "Dear Seth and James, thank you so much for doing this today. I needed it. I attached my donation receipt, and I've been donating to the Actors Fund every month of lockdown. Thank you for all that you do." Bernadette from Maine, also 103. Is this a thing that I don't understand, the 103?
Well, it's a $3. I think that pays for the
website
card.
And
we have an amazing poster that Jonah Verdon made. That is, if you donate $100 or more, that you get a poster for our Vote-A-Thon. So
nice,
awesome,
yeah,
awesome. Jacqueline from Massachusetts donated $103, and I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm going to read this with a Boston accent. Hi, stars in the house. I just joyfully sent my donation to support the Actors Fund. Thank you for keeping me smiling and hopeful throughout Election Day. I can't wait to get the awesome Vote-A-Thon poster. Keep up the incredible work to support everyone in the arts. Thank you, Jacqueline. Now, Stephanie from Maryland, and that's where I'm done. I don't do Maryland. Stephanie from Maryland also gave $103 and says, "Thank you, James and Seth, for all you do." Michael from the Wales in the UK gave $25.75, and he said, "Dear Seth and James, I've been watching your show since the middle of March and have only missed a few so far and have never laughed so much. Enjoyed getting to know more about the careers and lives of hundreds of actors, singers, dancers, and musicians on the other side of the pond. Your shows have filled a huge gap in our creative lives as we wait for the live theater to return to the West End, Broadway, and regional theaters and venues all around the world. I hope America makes the right decision today and that the chaos of the last 4 years is replaced by honesty, humility, and understanding across the country. We all live in the hope of a better tomorrow. Cheers." Cheers.
Wow.
Cheers. I love that. Hey, Anika and Shelley, speaking of rent, we have another rent castmate who is also a poll worker today. Please welcome Miss Aisha DeHaas. Hi,
Oh, thank you for being a poll worker, Aisha.
Can you hear me?
Yay, how great.
How has it been today?
Okay, I don't know what's happening.
We can hear you.
Everyone can see and hear me.
Yes, yes.
This is my partner in crime.
Sure. Hi. How's it going?
It's going pretty well. I was a standby today, so I began my day at 4:45 at the Javits Center, which was a holding station. And at about 9:30, I was assigned to Marble Hill. So now I'm at 228th Street and Broadway from the Javits Center.
Wow.
Wow.
And so here we are on that table. I'm learning the table. I've been checking in names. I've been hanging out. I voted stickers. And now I'm learning something new. So here we are. It's a little lull right now. It's not too many people here right now. So I'm able to talk for a minute.
Aisha, it's so great seeing you. Your brother
Sabrina
Darius was
is
on
here
before.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Those colors, man.
Okay, he kind of mentioned something about that, but I was trying to grab something to eat. So I didn't really hear his whole message. But he was on Power the Polls today.
He was on our show. He sang his song for Mrs. Maisel. Alicia's brother is Darius DeHaas. They're a really talented family. And by the way, so Aisha, you sang Seasons of Love solo. Shelly, did you sing the Seasons of Love solo in Rent?
Yeah.
And Anika, you had the nerve to sing Seasons of Love solo too, right?
Yeah, I did. Yes,
You were
I
the
was
first
the first
white
white
woman.
girl.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
I love it. All right, Aisha.
Time ago, Seth.
I know, but you still got those notes. Aisha, thank you for being here. Peace out. Go back.
Thank
Be
you
careful.
for doing it today.
I love that actors are doing poll work. Thank you, Aisha. So lovely. And BD, I want you to tell my fellow actors. BD was on my I have a podcast called Seth Rudetsky's Back to School, all about high school. BD, please share what a dedicated actor you were in high school when you did Music Man.
Oh no, I'm not even sure what you're talking about. You mean when I fell in the orchestra pit?
No, actually, no. When you did Marrying the Librarian, you were very concerned about
my
a prop. There's a
Well,
1 second prop in that song.
Hold on. Let's bring in Will Chase. Will Chase, can we bring you in?
He's another Will. He's another Rent alum.
That's right. 1, 2, 3. Will Chase.
Oh.
Well, I did not sing. I did not sing the season solo.
What's
However.
up, Will?
Hi, Willard.
Well, and
Hi.
let's
What?
We're gonna add an In the Heights moment too, because Olga.
Hi, Olga.
Hi, everybody.
It's Abuela. So we're in the middle. I'm humiliating BD Wong. There are marshmallows for 1 second in the Marrying the Librarian scene. He was Harold Hill. BD, what did you do? You're so dedicated.
No, you're wrong, because the marshmallows are the punchline of the whole song. At the end of the song, the marshmallows come back. So when I didn't have the marshmallows, this was in high school, I went running around backstage trying to find them and then make them. And I left her on the stage for a good 7 minutes, vamping. She's just standing there stamping books, and I am looking around backstage for crumpled up pieces of white binder paper in a paper bag or something like that. Anyway, I never have heard the end of it still to this day, actually.
She literally stood on stage with just bum ba da 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 dum ba da 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 for 7 minutes.
Yeah,
But
for
he
7
was
minutes.
professional. He was like, I'm too professional to forget the marshmallows. It's fine to leave someone waiting for 7 minutes. I've got to have the marshmallows.
I haven't done anything like that since. Maybe I learned something, hopefully. But I haven't done anything like that since. I'm proud to say.
Hey, are you still voting in San Francisco, BD, or do you vote here in New York?
I vote in New York. I'm actually in London right now, and we're in quarantine for Jurassic World 3, and it's very crazy. They have a big TV on in the room in the hotel, and everyone's shooting at night actually tonight. And I had to do this whole crazy thing where I got the ballot sent here and then sent it back to Reichert, my husband, at home, and so that got turned in and in time. But it was a bit of a twisty maze. It was a bit of a maze. This is so great, you guys, what you're doing. It's really, really nice. It's so upbeat and friendly, and it's I mean, how did you guys know this is exactly what people need?
It's James Wesley. I was just like,
Yes,
I'm just
really
taking a bath
perfect.
all day.
It's self-preservation, BD. You know.
What did you say?
It's I'm too much of a news junkie that I
Yes,
knew
me
that
too.
today was not the day that I could do it, and this is much healthier to do this all day.
Exactly. I would have it on right now, and it's really there's no point in having it on now. There's
Exactly.
just absolutely no point in having it on now. And it's 10:15 here now, so it's been dark
for 5 hours already. It's driving me crazy because it's been dark. You know, I think of it, you know, it's going to be tomorrow soon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I was in London during the 2016 election during disaster. How weird you're in London right now.
Yeah.
Philippines 2000 election.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Hanging Chad. I woke up to a hanging Chad.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
We've all experienced craziness. Hey, Anika and BD, I'm going to show like a minute of this fun clip that we all did together. See if you remember this. This is when your child was very young, Anika Larsen.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone.
Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone.
Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, if you wanna know, if you wanna know. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. The world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. What?
Yeah.
Hey, so joyous.
Ingrid.
Day too.
That was awesome.
Hi.
Hi, Ingrid Michaelson. Hi, Will Chase. Hi, Olga Meredith. Olga, you're about to star in one of my favorite movies that has the nerve to be in the can but not out. Tell us about In the Heights. What the hell was it like playing Abuela finally in the movie version?
Well, you know, I had to go back in time a little bit and you know, figure out but it came right back to me, you know. And there were a lot of night shoots. And so I was belting Paciencia Fe in the 4 a.m. in the middle of a subway tunnel. Yeah, it was challenging. It was challenging, but you know, we did it. We did it. And it's ready to be released. It's just that, you know, COVID is here, and I don't, you know, next year, who knows? So it's so beautiful and joyous and epic and big, and so they want to release it on a big screen, but
absolutely.
I don't know what's going to happen, to tell you the truth.
How was your last note? How long did you have to hold it for? Paciencia
Ever. Forever. Forever. Thank you for doing this, James and Seth. This is just great because it's such a nerve-wracking day. And thank you for having this platform for everybody.
Thanks, Olga.
We love seeing everybody.
I think what what we've learned today, what I've learned today is it's kind of what you were saying, Shelley. It's like there's so much good out there. People, what's been so striking are people who have been working the polls, like Gavin Creel saying a first-time voter who was 90 years old came in and voted today. All these voters for the first time that are not 18 or 20, but are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 90s. It's incredible.
Yeah. That is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
It has been a wake-up call, what is happening and what is at stake. And I really do believe that good people all over this country are answering the call.
Yeah.
And it's an exciting moment. We're at the precipice of something that is transformational. And I'm very, very excited.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Shelley, before we go, because I know you sent in a voter. I think you sent in your picture. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see it real fast. There's
It's
so
with
many viewers that have sent in pictures. If we don't get to all of them,
There's Anika,
we're sorry.
right?
Oh, here's Anika and Freddie. Yes, you voted.
I need a sticker.
Shelley, you are bundled up.
I am. I voted on Friday morning. It was pouring down rain. I woke up at 6:30 and the polls opened at 7, and I was in line at 7 and waited for an hour and 15 minutes because I figured if it's pouring down rain, it won't, because people in Park Slope were waiting for 4 hours. And I was like, it's pouring down rain. It's my moment. And my husband and I left our kids alone for the first time. We're like, make yourselves breakfast. You're around the corner. Here's the iPad. They're 9 and 10. And I was like, because mom and daddy can't be in line all day. So like, and they sent us like emoji texts and they fed themselves and they started their Zooms and all was good.
That's a big
Fantastic.
Hey,
So
Ingrid and
memorable.
Will, the last time we saw you, Ingrid and Will, you were like ordering in Thai food. What's been the development of the eating at home?
Well, Thai food tonight again. Wait, that was in LA, right?
That was
yeah.
in LA.
Yeah.
That was our LA home. So I can't really think about much else but not being anxious, which in turn makes me anxious.
We haven't had the news on all day.
Good.
Just watch out. We're having fun.
Everybody's saying they watch the news all the time. I am glued to CNN. I watch it all the time, and I stress myself into like a thyroid situation. I have a thyroid disease, and this is my chance to tell everybody about my. I have a goiter, and I just like stress myself into like multiple doctors told me stress, endocrinologist, integrative, my GP. Everyone's like, you don't, and literally don't watch the election. Like I was prescribed to not watch the election, and I've been watching Hallmark Christmas movies because they're just like, Apple stuff.
It always works out. You guys, we have 1,000 more guests coming, so everyone, please keep watching. Anika and Freddie, you sounded amazing. Shelley, you have 7 Broadway shows that are about to be directed, so keep working on those, lady. I mean, it's crazy. BD Wong, stay awake in London. Keep texting us.
I'm staying awake. Yes, I will text you.
We love you guys. Thank you for
Love you
this.
guys.
Love you so much.
Ingrid Will, Olga, Abuela.
Yes.
We're going to go deep in the heart of Texas right now.
Yes, we are about to go to Texas.
We're going to go deep in the heart of Texas. One of our good pals and social justice warriors, the Broadway icon, Miss Betty Buckley.
Hey guys, I'm so happy to see you.
Oh my God, Olga Meredith is watching and freaking out. I see her face.
Hold on, Olga, we're going to bring you on for a second.
I love Olga. Hey Olga, Mama. I can't wait to see your movie. I can't wait. I love you too.
I love you.
I love you.
Are you doing some damage in Texas? Doing some damage?
Done everything I can do. Now I'm just like sitting here twiddling my thumbs and.
Yeah, I was texting of Florida in Spanish, and I did some Spanish spots.
Good for you.
Pennsylvania, doing what we can.
I love it. And
Right,
España. Thank you, Olga.
All right, Olga, we love you.
Betty Lynn Buckley, you're down to Texas. Are you just riding your horses to chill out? What? Oh no, because you
No, I've
just
had my shoulder replaced, and so I can't ride. I won't be able to ride for a while. But the surgeon swore to me that he would get me back on my horses as soon as he could, and so I trust him. I think, and it's going really well. It's 5.5 weeks, and I see him on next Monday, and I think I get to take the sling off. But he told me I could start weaning myself off, so I take it off when I'm sitting still, and then I put it back in to relax my arm. So it's been a wild experience. But today, like my friend and my assistant Kathy, we've worked together for 20 years. She's like, we've got to go lope ourselves down, which is cutting horse language for the competition. Like before a cutting horse can show, and compete, they lope them down so that they're like just tired enough that they'll focus, but not too tired. So we were out, like I've worked out today. We went for a long walk. We loped ourselves down because we're so anxious, and with many bags of chips and every kind of, Kathy says she just whispered every kind of alcohol, but we also have every kind of, what is that called? The Mexican, every kind of salsa you can imagine. We've got salsa and pepper salsa and you name it. But anyway, we're all set. The only thing we don't have is pie, which we forgot to get. So
no time.
Well, we showed your picture earlier, but we love your voting picture here. Right.
I wanted to show this clip before you go. We're not, we're nonpartisan. We have to stay that way. But I thought this song you sang back in the 80s seems to be the feeling a lot of us are having about a certain person. So we are nonpartisan, but I think a lot of us are feeling this right now about a certain person. We are all.
I'm still going crazy over you. I know I'm never getting over you.
Yeah.
Oh God, that hair and those shoulder pads is pretty funny. It was funny too. In the middle of the song, after I do that long note, I go, "I'm never getting over you." Like, oh my God. So it was funny. That's a funny choice that you picked that for today. Clever.
How do you have that breath control to hold it for so long?
I wish I still did. I think I was a runner. I worked out really hard. I think that was it. I don't know.
Magical. All right, so Betty, when your shoulders heal, we're going to be doing a concert together. So heal that shoulder ASAP so we can start performing together.
For sure. Thank you for doing this, gentlemen. It's so inspiring. I mean, the whole thing is such an anxiety-filled day that y'all are giving us focus. We appreciate it.
Well, we love you and Kathy. And someone identifies, we got a comment. Hello from Texas. I'm also holding it down with chips and salsa and alcohol.
Yes. That's great. That's great.
Thank you, Betty Lynn. We're going to have you back with we're going to do a Druid reunion. So just stay tuned. You're coming back, lady. Peace out.
Okay. Thanks, dear.
Love you.
All
Thanks,
the
Kathy.
best.
Love you.
Love you.
Hang in there. So great singer. Now we're going to go to the Glee generation. We've got one of the stars of Glee. And the last time I saw her, she was on a plane taking a nap, completely ensconced in a hoodie. Surely she's not in the same stupid outfit.
Jenna Ushkowitz.
Jenna, what the hell? Just so people know, Jenna was so great. We fly around the country. We do these salons for political candidates. Jenna came with us. We both woke up at like 5 o'clock.
This was in February 2018. I think we all flew down to San Antonio, right?
Yeah, Jenna flew with us. And I looked across the aisle and she was literally in a snuggly.
No, it was the airplane blanket, but I like to cover my whole body so I can't see anything.
Or breathe.
Well, I don't have, I have the breath control like Betty Buckley.
Like Betty Buckley?
Obviously.
Jenna,
Betty
what's
Buckley
happening?
at her very, very worst is me at my tip top. Like I peaked.
I I was watching that just in awe.
It's
Okay, because
insane.
Jenna Ushkowitz, you have like a Glee podcast. What is? I was on it, but I don't quite know the purpose of it. Is it deconstructing old Glee episodes? What is it?
Yeah, it's basically your deconstruction. We recap episodes from the very beginning. So right now we're on a hiatus, but we had recapped like up until Rocky Horror, which was I think season 2, like actually mid season 2. So it's been a fun little thing during quarantine. The fact that everybody can podcast and do all these awesome, virtual shows, and continue to do stuff like that while
Are you
we're
in
stuck
LA?
inside. Yeah.
Yeah. No, are you in LA right now?
Yeah.
And what did you do voting wise? Everyone got an absentee ballot, or how did it work in California?
No, you can vote in person. A lot of people voted early and voted absentee. So we're permanent absentee ballot. So we vote absentee every year just because it's easier. But then they had the official ballot boxes nearby. So I went and dropped them off. And then in California, you also have ballot tracks. So it tells you when the post office picks up your envelope and then drops it off at its actual polling place. So
I guess the only
track the whole
downside is you don't get a little "I voted" sticker.
Oh,
or do you?
Yes, we did.
How do you get that though? If you just drop it off, how do you? Get
It
that?
comes in the envelope on the paper with the instructions.
That is so smart. I love it.
Me too. I probably wouldn't do it if I didn't get the sticker.
We all
what
know.
else do you vote for? The sticker, obviously.
Obviously.
All right, Jenna, we're bringing on another TV, well, basically Broadway TV stars. That's what I love is like you guys are Broadway stars and you're TV stars. Why don't you just hang out and you can chat with us? Please welcome the lovely Ms. Megan Hilty.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi, Megan.
How's it going?
I feel like everybody knows everybody. Jenna and Megan, have you guys ever worked together?
No.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Wow. Seth and James just bringing people together on voting day.
I got the hoodie memo, so we're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And mine doesn't say vote though. I'm not as cool as you.
So Megan, you're in California. Did you get one of those cool stickers with your ballot?
Yes, but I couldn't peel it off without ruining it, so I just cut it out. So I can just be like, you guys, I did it. I did it. Yeah, it like won't come off. So
Very
instead of
creative.
like tearing it to pieces, I just
How are you dealing with, I was going to say having a kid. I forgot you literally have 2 kids in the pandemic. What is,
yeah.
Are they the age where they're like, why can't we be with our friends? Or they're still too young to really know they're not with their friends?
My daughter's 6, and she, especially in the beginning of lockdowns and stuff, she was really upset about not seeing friends. But now she's handling this better than anybody I've known. She's been a total rock star, completely understanding. There's moments where she's like, "Mommy, I want COVID to be over." And we figured, and I'm like, "So do I, baby. I do too." But we figured out ways to like really strictly quarantine and test with other families and see each other for a couple days and then go our separate way. Like we're trying to figure out ways around it, but.
And she's not going to school, period, or she's still kind of going to school? Like, are you doing?
We do remote learning. So all day, like 8:45 until 2 in the afternoon, I have like 8 alarms on my phone so that because we go on the class and then we have screen breaks and then we go back and like it is like, and when we're not doing the classes online, then we're doing projects by ourselves. Like I'm not a teacher, but I'm like the worst paid teacher's assistant and the most inept one too. Like I'm terrible.
Right.
But,
So it's like no money and you're bad at your job. Cool.
yeah.
So speaking of knowing each other, Jenna and Megan, you both done Concert for Americas for us, but in different cities. Megan was in Seattle, her hometown.
Right. Yeah.
And Jenna, you were in Hartford, right?
And New York.
And Jenna,
Hall, right?
I remember you being in Hartford, Connecticut, right? Am I
Yeah, she was
crazy?
in Hartford.
Because
yeah.
when you were up
yeah.
there, you met our next guest, who Megan, I think he also knows you. He was the winner of the first season of The Voice. It's Mr. Javier Colon.
Yes!
Hi.
How you
Hi,
doing?
Javi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi,
Good to
Javier.
see
I
you.
haven't seen you forever, Jenna. I haven't seen you since Hartford.
I know.
Good to see
Long
you
time.
guys.
Hey, Javier, you're really low. Is
Yeah,
there a way to
Javi,
turn up your sound.
Turn up your mic.
Get me up there. How's that? Is that better?
Much better.
That's better. Okay. Good.
Javier is like, we didn't watch The Voice, and someone was like, "Oh, he should be in your concert for America." We're like, "All right, we'll give him a shot." Turns out, like, it's one of the most stunning voices. He actually reminds me of Anna Pascal, where he talks like a normal person, but then his range is 7 octaves above his speaking voice. Like,
Stop it.
I can't. Okay, so Javier's going to entertain us. Javi, what are you gonna grace us with? Because today is the day of us trying to chill out and not stress out. What are you gonna give us? Something beautiful?
I think we'll all breathe a sigh of relief and some hallelujah if we can get this guy out of office. So that's what I was gonna say, if that's okay.
Hey, Javier, turn up your sound a little bit because it's still a little.
Even more.
Megan and
Okay.
Jenna, do you think he needs to be up a little bit?
Yeah, you can go
Two.
up.
All right, let me try it. Let me turn this down, and I'll turn this up.
We don't believe in projecting. We believe in old school body mic.
I love it. I love it. Let me know if this is okay.
Yes,
You guys hear the guitar okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna give you the full screen. Javi, take it away. Megan, you'll be back. Jenny, you'll be back. Say goodbye. Javi, we want to hear it.
Well, I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this, the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall and the major lift. Baffled king composing hallelujah. 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 Faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair. From your lips she drew hallelujah. 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 Maybe there's a God above. All I've ever learned from love is how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's in the light. Calling it so broken, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. 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 Ooh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
We get it. You're amazing.
Thank you, guys.
So good.
Oh, I love this. My friend who I went to musical theater camp with when we were 16, may we all rejoice and sing Hallelujah.
Amen.
Thank you, Nina. Javi, so great seeing you. Jenna, Megan, thank you guys for always just helping us out with all of our various fundraising always.
You guys are heroes.
Love you guys. Thanks for doing this.
Yes.
All right. Say hi to Brian. Bye, Megan. Jenna,
Bye,
we
guys.
love you. Javi, you still got it. James, I got to clean up the iced coffee I just spilled.
Seth just said, I have to get some coffee. And then he proceeded to basically didn't realize there was a pin on the table. So he's gonna clean it up. But in the meantime, before we bring on our next guest, we've gotten these amazing photos from viewers. So I want to show a few. Hold on, I got to get my glasses on here. We're not going to be able to show all of them because there's been so many. It's been so encouraging. So I'm going to just do my best here. Hold on, let's see. Who do we have? Hannah from Indiana. There we go. I'm going to just show the pictures so that I can get everyone in. We're going to do this. Oh, Jen Weiss. Hey, Jen. Yes, that's right. Jana from Mesa, Arizona. Jessica from New York City. Julie from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I love this. Justin, New York City. Kevin from Glenview, Illinois. Lauren, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Seth, we can almost see exactly. Might want to bring it down a little bit as you're cleaning up the coffee. Maria, Kevin, and Zach, where are they from? I love that. Oh, from Chicago. Mark from Boston, who's a poll worker. Mark from Las Vegas. Mary from Manatee, Florida. Matt from Forestburg, New York. Maya from Washington State. I love that. Miriam from Brooklyn. Molly and Carolyn from Delaware. Nicole and Lisa from Columbus, Ohio. I love it. It's all over. Nicole from Plainsboro, New Jersey voted. Nicole from Virginia. Randy from Pennsylvania. Rob from Springfield, Virginia. Serena from Brooklyn. Hold on. What does this note say here? Oh, and her son Griffin sent it. Oh, okay. They both voted early. And Stephen from Los Angeles. I love it. Did I miss? And hold on. Stephanie and Tom from Pennsylvania in line at the crack of dawn to vote. They voted today. All right. Doug and Laura, are you ready? I'm going to bring you on right now. Please welcome Laura, Leighton, and Doug Savant. Hey.
Hi.
Doug, the beard. This is your COVID beard?
This COVID thing, I'm a new man. It's
You haven't seen us in a while.
I know.
That's
Hey.
That's
Hey,
the new-
Seth.
Hi, Doug and Laura. How are you guys?
Did you get dried off?
I wasn't wet. I just stained like the couch, the
It was
rug.
like my grandmother's chair. So that's why he was like, like an antique chair. And of course, Seth spilled the iced coffee all over it.
It looks
Hopefully
like
my
the
mom's not
whole
watching
cup dumped too. Like, all of it.
Yeah, by the way, it was literally a full. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So Doug and Laura. So since we last saw you, you were much more kempt, and I see Doug.
Not everyone has an in-house beautician.
I'm totally shaved. I just want to point that out.
Laura looks stunning. The waxing is amazing. So, Doug, is this for like a Grizzly Adams remake? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm somewhere between I don't know, Papa Smurf and Santa Claus. I don't know. I don't know where I'm headed with this.
It's working.
But you have and the most important thing is today, Doug, you have your voted sticker.
I voted. Laura's got hers.
Okay, Laura, by the way, you have fans all over the world. This is her name. Her screen name is literally Laura Leighton fan. Can't believe I made it in time for Laura and Doug tuning in from Australia.
Australia, that's fantastic.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yep. And
So
I
anybody,
think he might be my biggest fan. So hi.
any Melrose Place questions before they go, just feel free to put in the comments because I know we have some. So guys, what's happening? You guys, every couple I know has like a TV show. What's happening with you guys? Have people been approaching you to do a show together?
What do you mean every couple you know has a TV
Not
show?
us.
Not us.
No, not us.
I mean,
Everybody we talk to is like, I got hired with my husband to do a show. We're like, well, no one's been interested in us.
That's us.
So to see if you guys have one.
We're doing a show with you now. This is our show.
This is our TV show.
How's it going? How's our audition?
So
It's all right.
good.
We're not going to call you back, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to go a different way.
Um,
Now, first of all,
maybe-
facial hair, maybe.
yeah, somebody younger. I
We can
don't know.
fix that.
did you guys actually meet on Melrose Place?
Yeah,
We did.
yeah. I have an election related story. Is that we are coming up on November 5th on the anniversary of our first kiss, which was the night that preceded the Bill Clinton Bob Dole election.
Oh my gosh. You remember the night of your first kiss?
Oh,
It was Well,
changed
yeah.
my life. Yeah.
And it wasn't scripted. It was real, right?
Oh, it was
Because your character was gay.
Scripted. Do I need to remind you that at the time I was playing a gay character? So no, it wasn't. It wasn't scripted.
Totally.
I thought maybe she was your beard. And then when you started dating, did you guys have to keep it a secret from the rest of the cast?
Oh,
they froze.
We've actually had really good.
Yeah, there's our first Wi-Fi problem
for doing a.
Hold on, I'm gonna
10-hour
remove them
show.
for a minute. Oh my god! Oh, no, there they
they
go.
go, there
1,
they go.
2, 3. You're back.
You were frozen for a minute.
My question was: did you have to keep your showman's secret from the rest of the cast?
We were it was actually sort of towards the end of the run of Melrose, and it wasn't I guess towards the beginning it wasn't anything really to share at that point anyway, and so it was just sort of, it was a natural, the show ended and then we sort of moved into our relationship that was ultimately
Also,
turned into-
we weren't on the set on the same days often. I mean, there was like a lot of time, she had a separate storyline. So it's not like we were present all the time on the set to get at the same time. So there was nothing to.
there wasn't a whole lot of, it wasn't terribly complicated.
Yeah, we've kept our relationship a secret. We're hosting this just as hosts. No one
We
really
won't
knows
tell
about it.
anybody.
Kind of keeping it private.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We met doing this show.
We met doing Stars in the House in the same house.
It feels like an eternity,
It
right?
feels like it's working.
Whatever.
Oh, thank you, Doug.
Although I just ruined his grandmother's chair. All right, Doug and Laura, we loved having you here. Thank you. This is your third appearance, Doug. You were
I
Desperate
know.
Housewives' husband. You were Melrose Place.
It'll be like Saturday Night Live. If I get to 5, I get a jacket in a special room or something.
Yes, I remember that episode. Thank you, guys. We so appreciate it. See you.
Thank you
Hopefully,
for all
with
that you're
you.
doing.
Great seeing you.
Thank
Always
you,
fun to
Laura.
see you.
Go vote.
Yes,
That's right.
don't forget to vote, mofos. And in case you're, this is
That's
it's,
right, because even though it's now dark here, what
look
time
at this.
is it? Oh my gosh.
You can register today. If
Yeah.
you can register in these states and vote today. Alaska, Rhode Island, California, Colorado. I mean, there's a lot of time in some of these states. Even Connecticut. I mean, there's still time, man. Connecticut, DC. If you have any relatives that are like, oh, well, I forgot to register, you could do it.
But especially on the West Coast, there's still hours to go before the polls close.
So get thee to voting.
That's right.
All right. So speaking of Connecticut, we had a very talented woman on before who she wanted us to give a chance to her sister. So this is Ann Hampton Callaway's sister.
So this is like her first appearance in Stars in the House. It's just like, Ann was like, can you give my kid sister a break?
Well, it was one of those things like when you book someone, they say, the agent said you can book Ann if you book her sister.
Right.
So please welcome Liz Hampton Callaway.
Really? Really? First of all, with all due respect, I love Connecticut, but I don't live in Connecticut. And I thought you knew me. Look, it says here, I voted in Westchester County. So
Liz, I don't know you that well. So
I know you as much as I want to know you, Seth.
just leave it at that.
And they're off.
Okay, so wait, first of all, Liz, I want to just talk for a second. So your poor husband, your soap opera star husband, Dan, had an accident because you basically forced him to buy you flowers. And on the way to get the flowers on Mother's Day, on the way to get them, after you harassed him, he had an accident. How is he doing now?
You know, I'm going to give you a pass because you've been doing this for what, 7 hours straight?
Yeah, I'm so tired.
Yes. Dan had a car accident coming home from getting me flowers for Mother's Day, which I did not have to ask for. But, well, maybe I did. But he is doing so much better. He had 12 broken ribs and a broken ankle. And just God was watching over him, and he's doing great. I just got home from taking him to physical therapy. He's the last thing he just has to, he's not able to jump yet. But we were able to walk to our poll today, and we voted together, and so yeah, so
Liz,
he's doing great.
When in real life does someone have to jump? Why would that even come up?
That's a really good question. I have no idea. They're fixated on him needing to jump. Maybe it's because so that when he comes and he sees a performance of mine, and he's just like, oh my God, that was so amazing. Those notes that he mixed. And he just needs to be able to jump up with glee. And
those notes that she mixed.
Liz, hold on a sec. So you and Dan voted today?
Yes, we voted today. We thought about voting early, but we decided that we just wanted the experience of doing it the day of.
Yeah.
You know, just we wanted to be the traditional experience. And there really was hardly any, I think so many people voted early. We really didn't have to wait at all. And I always get, I don't know, I almost got a little emotional after voting. It's just sort of, I mean, every time it's important, but of course this year you just feel like, okay, this really, you know, this means something. So although I've been preparing for this, it's like the Mets are in the World Series tonight. I feel like, oh my God, I bought guacamole and what am I going to eat and all this stuff. I feel like this is a sporting event tonight. So
I can't
Seth would
identify.
not know
I was
that.
going to say, I don't know what you mean,
Seth
but
doesn't know that reference.
now, by the way, people are watching Liz Callaway. This is like one of those things where you see Dan Castellaneta and you're like, oh my God, he's the voice of Homer Simpson. Liz Callaway is on Stars in the House every day. This is Liz Callaway.
They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet because they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew. Let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
There you go.
Oh, you know, it's so funny. I was like in the mood to sing God Bless America. And then I heard that, you know, my up and coming, you know, singer-songwriter, Sister Ann sang God Bless America. How did she do? Was she okay? Because I know she's been having, you know, she's corrected most of the pitch problems, but I just wasn't sure if, you know.
Here she is. I would say you're more of an actress, Liz. She's pretty good. Hey, speaking of amazing singers and actors, I want to welcome our friend to the screen. Please welcome my co-host, my dueling diva herself, Miss Christine Pedi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, great.
Hi, Christine.
Well, first of all, Liz.
Yes.
All right, I got very emotional this week. I posted this heartfelt tweet because Liz posted this beautiful tweet where she sang and told people to vote. And I was in such a state because certain people who know me and love me, who are related to me, won't vote like me. And I think to myself, but if you know someone and you know their character and you know what they're made of, how can you not try to at least listen to them? And I saw your wonderful plea and I went, I know Liz Callaway. She's a decent, fine, wonderful woman of integrity. Do what she says. Maybe they'll listen to me. You know, maybe strangers will listen to me. So I posted this tweet. It just sounded a little stalkery, but I did mean
but it was,
the nicest way possible.
Actually really touched. You said such nice things about me that Seth wouldn't understand about, but you also said I was a great mom and I raised a brilliant son.
Well, there you go.
And I sent that to Nicholas, and and he was so that meant a lot to him. And he voted today in person too. He waited in line in Brooklyn. So you know, I wish we could be together tonight, but yeah, it's here we all are.
Here we are.
Yes.
Hey, Christine,
My
speaking of
God.
voting, I want you to do Christine's cousin was a famous actor back in the day. Tom Petty was in the original Guys and Dolls on Broadway and all these movies. And he made this great political speech in an actual film. And Christine, I want you to do your actual cousin's speech about voting.
Well, yeah. His name was Tom Petty. He was in the original. He was Harry the Horse in Guys and Dolls. He was in Death of a Salesman. He was in The Iceman Cometh, all the originals. So Tom, I was close to him later in life. He was my grandmother's first cousin. So, you know, that's why he's from another generation. He was in the wonderful Frank Capra film, State of the Union. And it's with Tracy and Hepburn, and in a scene with Spencer Tracy, he plays Barber. I sent you a picture. I don't know if you have it, Seth. I texted it to you a little while ago. And you can see a shot after he gives Spencer Tracy this, you know, this shave. In walks Katharine Hepburn, Van Johnson, Adolphe Menjou. It's quite amazing. Anyway, he's alone in the room with Spencer Tracy, who's running for president. And Tom sees a headline, and it says, and this is all in broken English, it says, his name is Matthews, Spencer Tracy's name is Matthews. Matthews, obvious presidential candidate. That's no solution. And Spencer Tracy says, what? And he goes, that's no solution. You make a new president? And Spencer Tracy says, you got a better solution? Hey, my wife, she got it. Sure. Last night, she say, Pasquale, all the men in all of the world should be put in, all of the men and all of the government and all of the world should be put in jail. I say, Maria, what for you talk like a communist? She say, shut up. Do you know why we got no peace? Because we got no women in the government. She say, put two roosters together. What happened? Roosters got no brains, they fight. Put 15 roosters together, what happens? 15 fights. But put 15 hens together, what do you got? 15 eggs. You fight in the Congress, she say, fight in London, fight in France, fight here, fight there. What? No hands in the government. So, you want to become the president? That's no solution. Your wife. That's the solution. 1948, my friends.
Wow.
And we still haven't gotten there yet. Yet.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I lost you there, Seth.
That's Tom Petty. I put up the photo.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, in the What the World Needs Now is Love video that you played,
Yeah.
the Love baseball cap, that's where I'm wearing a baseball cap because he always wore one. That was his.
Oh.
That was his baseball cap. He was a great guy. Also a righteous man. Righteous. Don't tell him what his right, because you know he was blacklisted in the 50s. And they came to him and they wanted him to name names. The FBI came to his apartment and we have videotape of him saying, I told them to get away and call my lawyer. They can't tell me what to believe. They can't. He says, I'm militant when it comes to that. You cannot tell me what to believe. And he was a conscientious objector, refused to carry a gun, but he served in World War II and was in 7 invasions and refused to carry a gun.
Wow.
So, and yet they blacklisted him after that.
Mr. Tom Petty. Christine, I want to show this video. This is, you and Liz both have done our Contra for America. This is Chris doing her classic comedy bit that she first developed at my studio apartment on 72nd Street back in like 1997, probably. We worked on this for my little comedy show, and it's become a classic. This is you live at Contra for America. Everybody, please enjoy.
It was Eartha Kitt who I heard sing this song.
Eartha.
At first, I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. So now you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed the stupid lock or made you leave your key. If I'd have known for 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Oh, go on now. Can we talk? Walk out the door. Oh, turn around now, because you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? Oh, you think I crumble? Boo-hoo-hoo. Think I lay down and die? Oh, no, not I. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know.
Well,
That's so brilliant.
Okay,
So
you're
Colin and Dave
amazing.
work.
And then, Liz, I have this clip of the two of us. This is from my live concert series. Liz, this is the two of us doing a little duet from a little musical you did called Baby. I haven't even really watched this. Let's check us out.
A baby.
We don't have to have it.
I know.
But wouldn't you like to see it, though? A baby. A real baby. Our baby. Our first collaboration. He'll maybe have my smile and your hair. Who can tell till the baby comes? He'll maybe have my style and your flair and play fabulous drums. Just think, inside me our genes have found their niche. They link, and out'll come one tap dancing kid with perfect pitch. What could be better than your own little clone who'll reproduce all your talents plus a hint of my own? Consider this kid'll be a one-man band if we let her. Your sense of key and my great vibrato, your melody and my obligato. That's what we've got. Oh, what could be better than that? Right, Danny? Danny? Danny?
I'm thinking. I'm picturing my lips and your eyes.
For a boy, that's a perfect pair.
I'm picturing my hips and your thighs.
That is very unfair.
No, I know no one can predict what bird will hatch. Whoa, 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 whoa. But we're such genetic gems that God can mix and match. What could be better if our own little spawn got all his brains from his dad and from his mom got his brawn?
Oh, funny.
Imagine what one tiny mix-up could net her.
Net him.
Your button nose and my bushy eyebrow.
You for the low brow, me for the high brow. Your brow and my brow, what could be better than that?
Ooh, I like that harmony. Try it again.
That's fun to watch.
I know. I had never seen
I know,
it.
and
How fun!
I agree.
Oh my god! I'm so glad we did that.
Liz's voice is like a bell, so clear.
Oh my god!
And you got a nice comment
Oh.
from the up and comer. Love this duet from Ann Hampton Callaway.
And by the way, can I just say I was, of course, teasing Anne, and as we do, and always with our sibling revelry. But she's in Tucson, I'm in New York, and I so wish I could be with her tonight. So we are going to be texting back and forth and just having the experience. And as soon as I'm off the air, I'm going to go listen to her sing "God Bless America" because I'm sure it was amazing.
It was stunning.
God, it was beautiful.
I was on the Fran Drescher cruise, and we were all looking at the Statue of Liberty with Anne, and suddenly she just broke out into a rousing chorus of that, and everybody joined in, and it was really quite fabulous to stand there and look at the Statue of Liberty and sing it.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. It doesn't sound like Anne just suddenly breaking into song.
Liz always goes for the stats. Hey, Liz, check your phone.
I texted you donations because, of course, besides lifting people's spirits, This is a fundraiser for the Actors Fund, and we've gotten some great donations. And for anyone who donates $100 or more, they get a fabulous Vote-A-Thon poster that we will send to you after the election.
Oh,
And
yeah.
please know that I'm actively using their services. People should know that because I'm using the services of their social workers there. And,
great.
they are helping me with the medical, with my eyes. You probably know, Seth knows, and that I have, problems with my eyes. And they're wonderful. They're so consistent and helpful, and they're a grounding for me. I'm not taking money from them, but what I'm getting from them is a grounding sense, somebody to turn to, just somebody to hold on to. And it's a great, I take them for granted, because as a single person, I've always said, well, you know what? I'll go to the Actors Fund home if there's ever anything bad that happens to me. And it's always been tucked in the back of my mind, like an insurance policy that I kind of take for granted. But if it wasn't there, I might be freaking out about being a single person with no money in this crazy time we're living in, hemorrhaging whatever savings I have left to stay alive in New York City. But it's the Actors Fund that has given me not just this help with the social worker and not just other actors' financial help, but there's also a peace of mind that you get knowing that they're there for you in the future,
Wow, so well said, Christine. I love that.
So true. And I have to say, and I'm going to read these now, right? I'm going to read them without my glasses on.
Okay.
Here we go. So apologies ahead of time. James from New Jersey, $103. I don't know how we could have survived this far without you. Thank you, Seth, James, Dr. LaPook, and everyone involved in this nation treasure, Stars in the House. Oh, how nice. Stuart from Maryland, $103. Seth and James, thank you all so much for what you have done. This has been absolutely incredible and has lifted my spirit for the last 7.5 months. And Cheryl and Larry from Columbus, Ohio, $100. So grateful for the miracle you've been working by hosting this amazing show today. Your generosity and love are endless and so much appreciated. We are huge fans of Stars in the House, and this is even more special. You have allowed us to take a break from the incessant worrying about whether democracy will be restored to our country because we're happily hanging out with you and all of your guests. And then Elaine from Plymouth, Plymouth, Minnesota. Elaine, $103. Thank you so much for doing this today. I was going to hunker down with Hallmark Christmas movies, but this is so much better. I have to say, in the midst of all this, everyone who's contributing to the Actors Fund, you have no idea what a difference you're making. And it means so much to all of us. That's why we all keep doing Stars in the House with the hopes, that to make people happy and at the same time, fingers crossed that people might be able to donate a little bit more to the Actors Fund. So this is amazing. And Seth and James, you guys are amazing. Really.
Yeah. You guys are stalwarts of the show. You've been on so many times. You're basically our co-hosts.
Anytime.
I just want to say one thing. Well, two things. First of all, I could listen to Anika Larsen talk to me in Boston for the rest of my life.
Yep.
Okay. That. And then I assume we're tying this up now. We're sort of leaving.
Ma'am.
All right. I know it's been a hard day, and some of you didn't vote the way I wanted you to.
Yeah, guys, next time do the write-in for Liza. Really respect Christine's wishes.
Oh my gosh.
If the world would just be a better place.
There you go.
Thank you, Christine. You're an idiot. Bye, Chris. Bye, Liz Callaway.
Bye, you
Thank
guys. It was so nice to see you.
Have a good night.
Happy Election Day.
We're going to bring in our friend from LA, Miss Marissa Jarrett, Tony Award winner, Winoker.
Hello. Oh, my nose is shiny. Hi, guys.
Hi, Marissa.
Hey, Marissa, is Tony Award winner now in the back now that you're a Big Brother winner?
Not for this audience, no.
Okay, just want to clarify.
In Los Angeles, absolutely. Sorry.
It's all good. Hey, I want to show this to you. We love having you here. We're trying to spread some joy today. This is a number that we did a couple of years ago when I was doing my Broadway show, Disaster.
This is so fun.
And you came on stage people bid money to
Hold on,
charity.
The dogs are barking after 8 hours. The dogs, as you know, Marissa.
They're going crazy.
Just locked mine up because our friends were coming over into our backyard and they're walking around.
So people bid money for charity to hear a song from Hairspray. And not only did Marissa show up, but she just happened to be wearing her costume from Hairspray at the same time. So this is on the stage of Disaster, my Broadway show, and it's with a lot of original cast members, and it's amazing. Mark Shaman at piano. Please enjoy and just chill out, guys. It's election day. Let's all relax and have fun. Let's watch this.
I was a selfish fool who never understood. I never looked inside myself, but on the outside, I look good. And we met and you made me the man I am today. Tracy, I'm in love with you, no matter what you weigh. 'Cause without love, life is like the seasons with no summer. Without love, life is rock and roll without the drummer. Darling, all we ask forever. Set me free. No, I ain't lying. Never set me free. Tracy, no, no, no. Once I was a simple girl. Still nothing, though. Thousand fans may disagree. It was just a prison signing on a grass floor. I didn't have a clue till you came banging on my door. 'Cause without love, life is like my dad without his promo. Without love, life's just making out to hit homo. Darling, I'll be yours forever. 'Cause I never wanna be without love. So darling, throw away the key. I'm yours forever. Throw away the key. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Living in the ghetto, black is everywhere. Who would've thought I love a girl with skin as white as winter snow? Every tower, life was just a hostess staff. But now I taste the chocolate and I never going back. Life is like the beat with you in my love. Without love, life is dark as day at the Apollo. Darling, I'll be yours forever. 'Cause I never wanna be without love. So darling, never set me free. I'm yours forever. Never set me free. No, no, no. If you're locked up in this prison, Trace, I don't know what I'll do. Link, I've got to break out so that I can get my hands on you. Well, if I can't touch it now, I will lose control. Trace, I wanna kiss you. Then I can't wait for parole. Without love, life is like a ball with only riders. Without love, it's like getting my big regular laryngitis. Without love, life's a 45 when you can buy it. Without love, life is like my mother on a diet. Time to week that's only published. Only as we never Sundays. Window center, like the door I do not enter. Darling, I'll be yours forever. 'Cause I never wanna leave without love. I've got to be love. I surrender happily. Won't you never set me free? Never set me free. No, 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 darling, you have best believe me. Never leave me without love.
Yay!
Maris, that was so great.
I love it so much. I started laughing because at the bottom of my screen, towards the end, it says, "You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you." And I'm like fixing the curtain. I was like, "Oh, wait, but you couldn't, right?"
That's just StreamYard. No. That's just StreamYard. Okay, Marissa, it's so great to see you. We want to have a Hairspray reunion, so let's just work on that, lady.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
I can help organize that. They're all sweet to me.
I also wouldn't mind a Big Brother reunion, by the way.
I can also help organize that.
You and Ross, maybe not a certain person, but some other people.
No, everybody loves me.
No, I'm talking about the people that I wouldn't have voted for. We'll talk privately. Yeah, let's just say not in the mood for.
I'm very friendly with all people in my house, all the political people too.
I'm sure you're at peace. All right, Marissa, we're dropping you. We love you. Thank you for being here.
Love you guys. Have a beautiful day.
Say hi to your lovely husband and son. Bye.
Happy election day.
And now someone whose name sounds like Marissa, but without the speech impediment.
But also from Southern California.
Also from California. Instead of Marissa, it's Melissa, as in Melissa Manchester.
Hi once again.
Melissa.
It's here. The day is here, Melissa.
It's here.
How are you feeling?
Cautiously optimistic, as any wise person would be, I feel. But I am thrilled by the level of engagement of voters. The numbers are staggering. The numbers of young people, first-time voters, magnificent. I'm thrilled about that because this is how democracy works. As the president said in American President, that great film by Aaron Sorkin, democracy, you gotta want it bad.
Melissa, you're the best. You're always there for us. Now, by the way, we had Chita Rivera and Lisa Mordente on before, and they sang the song that you co-wrote. I'll show you a little clip of it.
Now I know my life is giving me more than memory. Day by day, we can see. In every moment there's a reason to carry on.
Your song, lady.
Yes, absolutely. I've never seen that. That's pretty great.
It's from the 80s.
That
So,
is pretty great. Yeah.
I can't remember if we asked you to sing, but we actually have a great video of you singing. Can we show that?
Sure, you can do it. I'm just happy to be in the neighborhood. Are you kidding?
Well, Melissa, I mean, of course, you know my favorite song, and if you don't mind, especially because tell everyone about your album, because this song
is back.
Your first big hit is back.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes, in this time, this peculiar time, I am releasing a single a month. September was the first month. October was the second month of my 24th album called Review. And these are hits of mine that I am re-recording for a couple of reasons, because as songs grow with you, you change harmonics a little bit. And also because I wanted to own the masters of these songs. So I, along with many of my colleagues, are doing many of these same activities. So so Midnight Blue is the second one that was just released, and there's a lovely video that goes along with it on my Facebook page, and it's downloadable on iTunes and all the platforms. But it's such a good color, don't you think? Blue is such a good color.
We wouldn't know. We're not partisan. Well, Melissa, then will you do it for us live so James can love it?
Sure. Here we go.
Oh my God, we're obsessed.
Whatever it is, it'll keep till the morning. Haven't we both got better things to do? Midnight blue. Even the simple things become rough. Haven't we had enough? I think we can make it one more time if we try one more time for all the old times, for all of the times you told me you need me, Needing me now is something I could use. Midnight blue. Wouldn't you give your hand to a friend? Maybe it's not the end, and I think we can make it one more time. If we try one more time for all the old times. Midnight blue. I think we can make it, yes. I think we can make it. Oh, wouldn't you give your heart to a friend? Think of me as your friend, and I think we can make it one more time. If we try one more time for all the old times, and I think we can make it, yes, one more time. If we try one more time for all of the old times, one more time. I think we can make it if we try. I think we can make it if we try. Looks like we're gonna make it, America. Looks like we're gonna make it, huh? Oh, 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 oh. Midnight blue. Thank you, two dear ones.
Melissa, we love you.
Melissa,
and
I feel like we're coming full circle.
Exactly.
You did our Concert for America in Chicago in March of 2017. You were there with us in LA in May 2017. I'm pretty sure you went up to San Francisco in June.
I did, and Atlanta.
And Atlanta in August.
Yes. Yeah. And we've done so many of these together, and you guys have raised tons and tons of much needed funds. You guys are you are so extraordinary. You are true patriots. I've said this before, but you think of the greater good, and you march on the side of history that is of the greater good. And I'm right there with you. I'm so proud to know you and grateful.
You're always by our side. Your lovely sister, Claudia, of course, is watching. My sister, dear. And of course, Ann Hampton Callaway is such a huge fan. Thank you, Melissa. We will see you soon with good news, right?
Love you. Right on. Right on. Be well.
Make it.
Yes.
This has been an amazing day. We've got more.
We've got a little reunion going on, though. I think there might be Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Ruthie was just
Ruthie Ann Miles was just here, and she clicked off.
Well, we'll start with these two clowns. Oh, yeah, we'll start with these two clowns. Please welcome Mr. Jose Lana, who's giggling. Hi, Jose.
Hi, Jose. Hello.
Who's an angel?
Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. And the fabulous Conrad Ricamora. Hi, Conrad.
Hello.
And of course, the beautiful Ruthie Ann Miles. Oh, yeah, no, let's see your dog. Let's see your dog.
We can see you.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's show ours. Can you see ours?
I love you guys so much. Oh, my child is at home, so
it's all good.
I'll show you my almonds instead.
You love those almonds, Ruthie Ann.
I do.
This is, by the way, this is the mini reunion of the off-Broadway show Here Lies Love.
Yay!
You know, Conrad, it's so funny. I remember when I was talking to you about the show and you're like, I have to fly to California to do a TV show. And I was like, I'm not interested. Well, of course, now because of quarantine, we're completely obsessed with How to Get Away with Murder. We're on season 2. So like, I'm so busted because now like I love the show.
Well, thank you so much. There's a lot more to go, and just buckle up because it's a crazy, crazy ride.
You had some sexy scenes in that show, Conrad.
I did. It was funny when you don't realize it when you're doing it because, you know, unlike theater, you're doing it in front of like a few people, and then all of a sudden it airs and you're like, oh, this is being watched by millions of people. Oh, okay. I'm
Yes, Queen. So first of all, speaking of TV, you're filming All Rise right now, right?
And I'm doing, yes.
Wait a minute, are you on set right now?
I am.
Because we just had Lindsay on and she was done with the day.
Yes, Lindsay is done for the day. I am just done for the day.
I guess you have a much better part than Lindsay. Good for you.
Let me tell you what. Those courtroom scenes where neither of us are allowed to talk.
Oh my God, Ruthie Ann, next time you come on, I should upload when I gave you those audition tips and we went back and forth on videos when you were trying out for All Rise. I was giving you, remember you had to sneeze for your audition and I was giving you tips and then you were
so funny. You were giving me, that's right. He was he was giving me some lessons on how to sneeze.
Job, Seth.
Because I said, Seth, I have to sneeze probably 75 times. What am I gonna I don't want to ruin the voce.
I was giving her comedy tips. Believe me, it was all fake. She's her own brilliant comedian. Okay, so this is Here Lies Love. So, Jose, you played Ferdinand Marcos, right?
Yes.
Ruthie Ann played Imelda Marcos. And Conrad, you played the poor guy who was trying to be a good
Imelda
president.
Marcos is understudy. Yes.
I wore her heels on
the
Sundays.
days that that's right. I caught him wearing my dress and my jewels.
You know, Conrad played the part my parents wanted me to play. Because he's the hero to the Philippines. He was the good guy. And I got to be the guy who stole lots of money and made the country plummet into a massive depression.
I'm wearing yellow for love.
But I will say this, I've got our poster right behind us.
I see.
So
I appreciate you hanging my face anywhere in your house.
I'm going to see you guys. I'm going to bring back some memories.
So funny.
Yeah, go ahead, Conrad. Go ahead.
Yeah, what are you going to say, Conrad? You tell me first.
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to say that it's funny that Jose says, you know, I had to play the bad guy. But much like the orange man in the office right now, there are still some people who love Imelda and Ferdinand who are like in love with them, even though they robbed them blind.
Yeah.
Oh, they were trying their best. Anywho, you know those people. Here's
only 10,000 extrajudicial killings. No big deal.
Hold on. Yeah. Can I just say this before we end our time? I love you two so much, and I love the four of you. Actually, Seth and James too. But like, you guys, it's been. I just love you guys so much, and I love any reason to spend FaceTime with you guys. And I just wanted to say that. I miss you guys.
We're not going anywhere yet. Stay right here because see if you guys remember filming this.
Come true. I see you, Imelda.
Hey, Aquino.
Girl, you better bring that pretty face over here, cause you make me wanna dream a little dream with a girl just like you. Girl just like you.
It's not a dream, and you know that it's good.
Now when you walked in the room, I just had to say and with you by my side, I know we'll go far.
Anything you want.
Oh yeah.
Everything you do. Love is gonna change the bad into good.
We have waited so long, now a change will come soon. And if you put me in charge, hey, well that's what I'll do. Help me out, fellas. I am a child of the Philippines. From Calayan to Lake Cebu. And this is our land. A land that's in a hurry. But you know that those miracles, you know that those miracles, you know that those miracles, they might come true. Now I think.
Wow.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
done at 5:00 in the morning for a news
Remember-
TV for the news thing. But how does it make us look so like 1980s, like done in the basement?
Sweating.
look so
just
uncool?
Like
Remember Joan Rivers was there? That was Fox.
That's
that
right.
was
Joan Rivers
Fox 5.
was there that
And
morning.
Joan Rivers was the segment right before us.
That's right.
And
talk about being.
She either just seen the show or was about to see the show because she came and
She had
saw
just
it.
seen the show.
Just
She had
saw
just
it.
seen it, and she was so sweet. And she I have a photo of us backstage at the news station with
Yeah.
her. And did you notice that was me and my ensemble track with George Salazar in our ensemble track?
That's right.
Oh, I didn't see George. I saw you, Jose, and I loved your dancing. I did not see George.
And that was George Salazar in there as well. He was one of our swings. And so, yeah, that was at the beginning of the show before Marcos appeared. So, yeah, I was so happy to do that. I was like, I get to dance. Conrad.
You know, I want to say, so Jose, I don't know why I've always been obsessed with your dancing. I guess I first saw you dance in, what was that short-lived Broadway show?
Street Corner Symphony.
Street Corner Symphony.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you totally got the deal. Did you guys, Ruthie Ann and Conrad, did you guys get to see him in Wonderland?
No, I
No.
didn't live in New York.
Thanks.
It was in Florida.
Actually, that was right before I met you guys. That was right before
I
met
was
you.
just a baby.
Actually, I remember when they gave us our closing notice at Wonderland, someone told me, oh, by the way, they're doing this workshop of this Imelda Marcos musical at the Public. It was 2011. And I was like, I'm in, because I'm unemployed. I want to go in, so yeah, Wonderland butted up right to the first workshop where I met Ruthie. Yeah.
You played the Cheshire Cat, right? Cheshire Cat?
Yeah, El Gato.
El Gato. So it was like an Espanol number where Jose got to dance up a storm, but also didn't you end it on like a high B?
That was actually it. I hit the C and it slid down to like an A flat. Not that I remember that or anything.
Okay, well, because Ruthie Ann
I
and
started at a
Conrad,
C, and
because
then
you
I
didn't get
just
to
went
see-
flat.
No, it's on purpose. So Ruthie Ann and Conrad, because you didn't get to see Jose do it, how about we watch a little bit?
Oh
I would
God.
love that. Yes, please. If we could get this line.
The C goes to B. Hit it.
Oh, good Lord. You see that? That was like a butt costume. That was like, supposed to be a cat costume. That was Susan Hilferty's genius. And she's like, I have a cat costume for you. And I'm like, okay. And it was just basically a fat ass that made me walk around a fat ass with a tail. And I'm like, it's great. I just look like I have a fat ass. And I'm a cat. I'm a cat. So.
This is our occupation. This
Yeah,
is what we do for
Hey,
a
Jose,
living.
Ruthie Ann, weren't you guys like in bikinis for half of Here Lies Love?
Truth. Truth.
One
Truth.
song, right?
Ruthie Ann, what was your diet?
My diet was breastfeeding. I was just breastfeeding.
Mine
I
was
was not
fear.
breastfeeding, but I
Mine
was
was fear.
breastfeeding.
My diet was a fear and shame. And
Fear and shame, yeah.
Jose was breastfeeding backstage.
Also was breastfeeding. Yeah. I
I mean,
Awkward dressing
Ruthie's a Wonder Woman. Like she had just given birth, and she was like asked to go on stage in a bathing suit. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And you were a rock star.
Clint called like 2 weeks after I had the baby after I had Abby, and he was like, hey, so how much would you hate me if I put you in a bathing suit? And I was like, meaning the 40 pounds that I just put on and then just popped out the human? Like, is that what you mean? So what he ended up doing was, it was layer after layer of clothing. If you remember, Seth and James, we did a lot of costume changes that like flipped out. And so in order to, that one song that you did, Conrad, just now for Da 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 Da, Child of the Philippines, I think I had my own personal underwear. Then I had the bathing suit. Then I had the blue, was there a blue dress under that? And then the fly dress.
Wow.
And then they put, so at some point I had like 4 or 5 layers on. And
Well,
then they would
yeah,
flip
because they
out.
also,
I might be
the next
exaggerating, but it was a
song-
lot.
And no, Rose of Tacloban, the next song, they put a dress on you, like
Oh,
on
that's right.
stage. They
That's
dress
right.
you like
Then
on
they
stage
dressed you on
sometimes
stage, and
too.
then they would remove 2 at the same time when anyway.
The amount of work you
Clint.
had to do is
Talk about
insane.
costume genius though, Clint. Seriously.
Yes, Clint Ramos, man. I mean, that was pre-Tonys. Those are pre-Tony Awards for him.
Before
too,
the
so
Tonys.
He was still proving himself, you know.
Hey, Jose, before y'all take off, I just texted you some donations because, of course, this is an Actors Fund benefit still, and anyone who donates $100 or more will get a wonderful poster, a Vote-A-Thon poster that we'll send after the election that Seth and I will sign.
Very unique event, just today.
Yes, just today that we're wrapping it up, actually. So,
Yeah.
Jose, did you get the? There's a few donations I sent you.
All right, here we go. So Stephen and Paul from Danbury, Connecticut donated $25.75. Dear Seth and James, from March until today, thanks for bringing such joy during these difficult times. Yes. Megan from Duxbury, Massachusetts, $103. Thank you so much for doing this today. It has been amazing. I have been watching all day long. Thank you for distracting us from the news today. I love you guys more than you know. Maggie, who wrote, Dear Seth and James, thank you for this Vote-A-Thon. It is healing my soul and giving me hope. Congrats on being recognized by the Library of Congress for your importance to our culture. Thanks to you, I have proudly joined the Actors Fund as a member. I had to donate today as a special thank you.
Oh,
amazing!
This is also lovely, and
That's
you know,
awesome.
Just so you guys know what a difference you make, you know, just Here Lies Love. Someone commented, having a show where people look like me and it's about the history of my home country feels so dang good. So you guys have made a difference. Oh, Jose's emotional.
I know, Jose. Now,
I love these guys so much.
Yeah.
Oh, my third tequila already. So
That's the actual issue. All right, you guys.
This
we
is my
missed-
third moment.
Whoa.
I know.
Ruthie, slow down. All right, peace out, guys. We loved having you here. Bye.
I love you guys.
Bye, Ruthie. Bye, Conrad. Bye, Jose.
we have to have them on for a full
Yeah.
Here Lies Love. So
Here Lies Love
Jose,
reunion.
you're going to organize it, okay?
Yes, and Conrad, we're going to do also a How to Get Away with Murder reunion. All right, speaking of reunions, we have had this lovely lady on twice for a Frasier reunion.
Yes.
Please welcome one of the stars of Frasier and a very outspoken social media
And
lady
a fellow Texan.
and a fellow Texan, Miss Peri Gilpin.
Hi.
Hi, Peri.
Hi, Peri.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nice
It's
to see
nice.
you guys.
Nice to see you. What has your day been like? What's the stress level?
It's it's like a psych ward over here, It's been a crazy month. It's been a crazy, I put on makeup really fast and I feel like there's like a streak going across there. Anyway, and can you see my I'm
Look at my
let me
hair.
put that on here really good. So I had to go to the dentist today. So I went to the dentist and I haven't been phone banking, which I really thought I would do today, but I had to go do that. And then so I was in Beverly Hills and just seeing everything boarded up.
Yeah.
And, my church, Neiman Marcus, and
Idiot.
Coming from Dallas, what I'm talking about. James.
Yes, I do.
It was bizarre. So, it's just been a strange day, but my voting experience on Saturday was the first day of early voting. And my husband and I we'd gone earlier thinking that we could vote like a few days earlier and didn't realize we live in a different county than most of our friends, but we kind of just moved here. So we didn't realize that. But when we finally went, we had a great time and we were in line for about 2.5 hours. I was standing behind a woman who I may have been Jane Fonda. And if she wasn't Jane Fonda, she looked just like her, and she was in heels, like higher than any heels I've ever worn in my life. And she was like that for 2.5 hours waiting to go into this, like a community center. And, the people behind us, some people had on masks, some people didn't. People were talking. Everyone was socially distanced. Yeah. But it was really such an amazing communal experience, as they are, but in a whole different way, because everyone was really listening to what other people were saying, but no one was being aggressive or you know what I mean? It wasn't, I was very nervous. I didn't know what it would be like.
We've heard really only good things about today, and we've heard a lot of special things about first-time voters. Our friend Gavin Creel is a poll worker, and he said he helped an older woman who was a first-time voter at 90 years old.
Wow.
So there's been a lot of community feelings. I think it reminds me, remember Y2K? Everyone's like, Y2K, everything's going to shut down. The year 2000, remember that? The year 2000? And then it was just like, huh? So everyone today is like, oh my God, it's going to be crazy at the polls. And we've only heard great things.
Yeah, let's hope that continues.
Yeah.
We'll put that out to the universe.
Almost 7
o'clock.
o'clock.
I mean, after the polls close.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's 3:30 here. So we've still got several. My daughter just walked in. She saw me get on this and she goes, aren't we having the vote today? Like, she's 16. I'm like, well, people are voting, but it's just so cute. They're waiting to watch it on TV. They can't wait. They're like, what's on TV tonight? Will the election be on TV tonight? I'm like, well, yes, but, and I tried to explain the East Coast would start first and everything, but just explaining it gave me anxiety. So I was like, just let's just, we'll hang in there.
Well, you reminded me, since you're on the West Coast, there are literally states where you can register today and vote.
Yep.
Especially there's some time. I mean, there's still time. There's time everywhere. Look at all these states.
And by the way, Seth, someone tweeted that there was one state that, because I know you that you left out. Yeah, because Annette Benning told us earlier, Peri, she was like, these are all the states, and Seth was like frantically
typing as she was telling
out.
me.
So we have Alaska, Rhode Island, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Washington, D.C., Iowa, Illinois, Hawaii, Idaho, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Hampshire, Utah, Vermont, Washington State, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and Montana is the additional one.
That's an important
also,
state.
It's not, like you said, Peri, voting is still happening right now. So if for whatever reason, don't judge yourself.
Register.
If you haven't registered and you haven't voted yet, you can still do it.
Yeah, and you will feel so good. You will be so happy you did it.
Yeah,
I phone banked a lot over this time. I'm sure you guys did not get a chance to do that, but it was really amazing. I think I was phone banking usually with a group that I think somehow we were identified as Democrats when we called, because I got a ton of hangups. But the people that I did talk to wanted to talk a lot about Joe.
Frazier.
And that's right. I'm sorry. Yes, and they wanted to talk about Mr. Trump too.
Interesting. And I mean, do people know that you're from Frazier when you phone bank? Do they just freak out? Did you not say who you are?
I never said who I was, but I said this is Peri Gilpin, and I wanted.
Oh my God!
But I don't know that anybody ever caught on, or I don't know that anybody went, oh, Peri Gilpin, that woman that was on that show 15,000 years ago.
Well, Peri Gilpin's it's a very common name. What? Peri, we love seeing you. Thank you for helping us relax. And if anyone's stressed out, go watch a couple of Frazier episodes. It's going to relax the hell out of you because you'll be laughing so much.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. Say hi to your daughter. Bye, Per.
Bye. We
have another comedy star, our last scheduled guest. Yes. We never know who the hell's going to show up.
That's true.
One of my absolute comedy idols, as he knows. Please welcome the amazing Mr. Martin Short.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, Marty.
Hi, Marty.
Hello.
You're Canadian. Are you a dual citizen? Are you American also?
I am a citizen of 4 countries. I'm a Canadian citizen. I'm an American citizen. I hold a passport to the United Kingdom and the Republic of Ireland.
So how does that work voting wise when you're?
It doesn't matter. Wherever if you're a citizen of that country, you can vote in that country.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So did you remember to vote or it just slipped your mind?
Vote for what? Okay. You know what it is? I am not a big reader. So I know that everyone's talking about something, but is Hillary running? No, I did vote. I voted by mail. And then, you know what I did? You can go to a site and say, hey, because you know what I did? I just put it in the mailbox in the Pacific Palisades. And everyone said, "You're an idiot. You should have dropped it off so you could trace it." And lo and behold, it was just fine.
Wow.
You know,
So a slightly overrated fear, perhaps, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Our tech friend David Katz was uploading clips of all of our celebrities, and he uploaded the song. I haven't even watched it, but this is you hosting the, what does it say? Canadian Screen Awards. Did Mark Shaman write this for you? Do you remember what it even is?
I believe it was written by Matt Roberts.
Matt, who hosted Andrea.
Yeah.
Well, let's watch it. Let's see if we enjoy it. This is the hilarious one short.
Live from the Sony Center, it's the first ever Canadian Screen Awards. And to host such a special event, the incomparable Mr. Martin Short.
Fly me through the room and stage my entrance with finesse. Sir, your fly is open, ma'am. I'm looking down your dress. I'd only wear this harness truss to entertain for folks like us. I'm afraid of heights. I really didn't think this through. Should have used the men's room, had a Dramamine or two. In other words, get me down. In other words, no, seriously, get me down! I'm coming in for landing, and it's time to start the show. Please sit, no need to stand, for your half host, half UFO. Oh, thank you so much. I like my champagne like I like my women. Compliment to the Canadian Screen Awards. And now, may I make a toast to the time of cheer and a group that's dear and a night each year I love. Here's to Christmas with my family, followed closely, of course, by tonight. Most.
Still got it.
Shyness. It's the shyness I suffer from.
Mark Shaman was our first guest this morning at 9:30, and we were reminiscing about Ellen DeGeneres. No, you have the crazy vocal damage.
Give her laughter and acclaim, because volume will egg her on. That was it.
Yes, volume will egg
her on, because volume will egg her on.
Okay, so I wanted to say one more thing before you go. So my friend Aaron is watching this, and to this day, we quote you, and I'm sure, I don't even know if you remember what this is from. We are always saying to each other, "She's being cruel." Do you even know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
I love that, though. It's you. Your brilliant shows, you, Phil Hartman, and Jan Hooks. And you're playing basically Betty Davis, but you're Phil Hartman's, Jan Hooks' mother.
That's Phil Hartman, by the way, and Jan. I mean, I do what I do. But they are so brilliant in that scene. It's from the show formerly known as The Martin Short Show. And it was a 90-minute special filling the SNL slot in May of 1995.
It's the entire hour and a half is unbelievable. But in this one scene, like I said, you're Betty Davis, but you're not saying you're Betty Davis, wanting your pudding, and you decide to leave the room, but your walk is so slow that Phil Hartman is having a fit.
Why don't we leave the room?
Okay, here we go. Hit it. Let's watch it.
I'm so depressed.
Mother, I think Bill and I need some privacy, okay?
That's quite all right. I'll leave. I know when I'm not wanted.
Thanks, Mother. I appreciate it.
Better idea, Mother. You stay put, and we'll leave.
Bill!
Don't bill me! We could have left the room and had 9 conversations by now.
What is bothering you?
Who can remember? It's been so long!
Well, now you're being cruel.
She's being cruel! Look at her, eating up the entire evening with that promenade of hers. I want my pudding.
Come on. Now you're being cruel. She's being cruel.
There you go.
The other thing we're obsessed with, and the entire thing is amazing, but the Asian you play, I guess Bruce Sussman.
Oh, Neil Sussman.
Neil Sussman. And we always go, not really. And that's based on this scene also with Jan. But your acting is amazing in this. And I don't know if it's scripted or not, but it's your crazy tangents are so brilliant. But here it is. Not really. Here, enjoy.
People say you're tough. Are you?
Well, if that means, am I rock hard in my beliefs and not afraid to bulldoze anyone who gets in my way, creating an aerial view of Versailles, if needs must, with, no survivors required, or invited, for that matter. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Are you tough?
Not really.
Yes, that's the same special.
What are you saying with no survivors needed or required for that matter? It doesn't make any sense.
No sense. No sense. Jan Hooks, the greatest genius of them all, other than Andrea Martin and Catherine O'Hara, of course.
But I agree. Those brilliant women.
God. I once said to Jan, I said when we were working, I said, Jan, let me ask you something about SNL. Do you consider it a men's club? She said, not if you're funny. She's the greatest genius of them all.
Wow. She truly was a genius.
Andrea Martin and Catherine.
Yes, and of course we love our Andrea and our Catherine. So I guess in conclusion, your daughter, everyone voted in your family? We don't have to remind anybody in your family to vote?
Everyone aggressively voted and early, and my son Henry dropped off his vote today because he wanted to do it in person, but he did in advance, and everyone else voted. I mean, the idea, when you think of how many people have died for their country in the hope that they'd be allowed to vote, and we're given this right, it's pretty astounding.
It's a great way to end. Thank you, Marty Short. I'm just so obsessed.
Thank
you. Thank you for being here. Bye, Marty Short.
You know that.
Thank you. He always does say yes. Bye, love. He's just the best. I think we should close. We should close with our final number.
Well, yeah. So before we go, we want to thank everyone who's been watching.
Oh my God, the behind the scenes work.
Behind the scenes work.
Well, sorry, everyone who's been watching. Sorry.
Yeah, everyone has been watching, and behind the scenes, you name.
Behind the scenes, just off top of my head. Well, first of all, the biggest shout out to Kara, because Kara Serber, like I said, brilliant actress. She's not like an organizer. That's not her field. She's a brilliant actress, but she took every single celebrity, emailed them all, and like not everyone gets back. I don't get back to people. She somehow was able to literally schedule this whole day. So Kara is brilliant. Bring that lady to Broadway. Then we have our tech people, of course, Jonah and David. I mean, I'm so ADD. ADD, if you don't know ADD, it's only comfortable to do things at the end. It's very hard for me to do things early. And literally at midnight last night, I started picking clips. Poor David picked so many. And then I said, oh, by the way, can you add these probably 25 clips? So David, thank you so much for the last minute. Jonah, you're amazing. James, for coming up with this idea in the first place. It makes me cry. It's just exactly what everybody needed.
Diane, we want to thank
Diane, who just commented, by the way.
Yes. I know I'm going to forget people.
Blake.
Yeah.
And we mentioned Jonah and Margie and, oh my God, Paul Castry.
Everyone in the credits.
Everybody in the credits, just everyone. So we'll just show this final thing. Everybody chill out. We're going to be on tomorrow, guys. Yeah, life is going to keep going on.
Yeah. So Seth and I will be back tomorrow and the next day, but I can tell you right now, it's going to be the highlights because
no one watched for 12 hours today.
Yeah.
We're making a highlight reel for tomorrow, but we're going to be hosting it.
We'll be hosting it. So if you have actually your favorite moments, Paul Ewan is putting those together.
Email starsinthehouse.com.
You can email or you can hit us up on social media and we'll get those posters out. And of course, if you donate $100 tomorrow or Thursday or whenever this week, we will make sure you get those. Show the Vote-A-Thon poster one more time, Seth, before we.
Yes, that is under business.
And actually, we have a few more donations, and we want to thank. While you're getting that poster up.
And by the way, this goes to anybody in the arts that needs help paying their rent, paying their medical bills, getting health insurance. This money is helping everybody that lives check to check continue their lives. I'm sorry.
So before we go to our last
for $100, you get that poster.
That's right. We want to thank Kate, who donated $50, Jeff, who donated $100, Sam from New Jersey, $103. Thank you, Seth, James, and guests for bringing so much joy, light, and love into the world today. Now I'm going to cry. Philip, who donated $1,030. Seth and James, you've been a tremendous light in these dark times of COVID and performing arts institutions having to close their doors. This election time has added to these challenging times. Thank you both for all you have done to keep us all connected to the arts and to each other. And what I say to you, Philip, and to everyone else, thank you, because doing this show, and especially probably today, has helped us.
Yes. I guess I'm going to show.
You going to show Shoshana?
Oh, of course. This is amazing.
I think you should show.
Oh my God. This was so fun. This was
joyous song, how we ended our Concert for America that we did in San Francisco in June of 2017. This is a great way to go out. And so this will be peace out after this.
So Shoshana Bean, thank you, David Katz, for picking this clip. It's perfect. So guys, this is our last clip. Tomorrow we're going to be back 8 o'clock.
Sierra Boggess will be with us tomorrow. Thank you, Jen Ways, for texting right now, because Sierra Boggess.
Yeah, Sierra Boggess will be with us. We're also going to be showing best stuff. Here is Shoshana. You're going to love this clip.
Last chance for love. Yeah, it's your last chance for romance tonight. Oh, I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so, so bad. So let's dance, the last dance, let's dance, the last dance, let's dance, the last dance tonight. Last dance, last chance for love. Oh, it's my last chance for romance tonight. Oh, I need you right by me, beside me, to guide me, hold me, scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so, so bad. Let's dance, the last dance, come on, let's dance, the last dance, let's dance, the last dance tonight. Get up, come on. Oh, I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, hold me, and scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so, so bad. Let's dance, the last dance, let's dance, oh, the last dance, let's dance, the last dance tonight.
Shoshana Bean and the whole cast of Concert for America.